Carly had more than just a hole in her heart. She had coarctation of her aorta.
Raymond was born a little bit early at 25% kidney function.
He couldn't move his legs, so we brought him up, and
that's when the neurologist said he had had a stroke.
So Hudson was born and he had AVSD repair, which meant he was going to need to have open heart surgery. There was a possibility he might not survive. And then my son Hunter had an accident. 2 shoulder bones broken, collarbones broken, and he suffered from a TBI injury.
I got diagnosed with ADHD, generalized anxiety disorder, specifically with panic attacks, and autism spectrum disorder.
Carly has continued to grow and develop and live a normal life like every other 9-year-old.
couldn't ask for better people.
They made us feel like family when we were here, for sure. And every single person has got a special spot in our hearts that we're forever grateful and thankful for.
The staff at the Janeway, they're great. They're phenomenal. They really make him feel like he's not a patient, but a person.
The workers at the Janeway were there for me no matter what I needed.
All the nurses and doctors here will always hold a special place in our heart. They kind of personalize their care to each patient. It's a truly amazing hospital.
Hello and welcome everyone. Believe it or not, this is the 42nd annual Janeway Telethon, and today people from every corner of our province and beyond are coming together for one purpose, and that is caring for all our kids. This is the most important fundraiser for the Janeway hospital, and it helps ensure that all of our children and families have access to the very best specialized care right here at home, which is always so very important. Now, every story you will hear over the next 2 days shows the strength of our kids and the incredible compassion of this province, and together we can make a very real and lasting difference. And I forgot to mention that we are live tonight here inside Studio 107 at NTV.
That's right, we're here at NTV headquarters in beautiful St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador, the far east of the Western world. You can watch us all across Canada on NTV and all across the world, around the world on ntv.ca. We're streaming. We also have an app now on NTV Plus, so lots of great ways online and over the air to watch this amazing telethon, which we're raising money for the children of this province of Newfoundland and Labrador. Newfoundlanders and Labradorians are more generous than any other place in North America. How much they give, the way we take care of each other. So it's the most inspirational weekend, the best and highest use of media, and we are so delighted that you are watching us. Thank you so much for your time and attention. It's going to be a great telethon and a great weekend.
So many of us have gone in and out of the Janeway, and we know that it is more than just a hospital. It's built for kids with designed care to grow with the kids within it. Now, your support this weekend is going to go directly to fund critical equipment, new education, and new ways to learn and grow within the healthcare sector. So when times feel tough, we know as a province we do so well in coming together, and this time is to ensure that kids can be just that, kids.
Absolutely. What you're doing matters so much to the kids and families at the Janeway. So Call in 1-855-777-4502 or donate online. We can hear the phones ringing behind us.
Yes.
It's incredibly important that you support the kids of Newfoundland and Labrador. We're going to head over to the Janeway now.
Hello and welcome to the Janeway Children's Hospital. I'm Beth Penny.
And I'm Kathleen Murphy.
And we're so thrilled to be coming to you live from the bottom of the iconic ship here at the Janeway Children's Hospital. And over the next number of hours, we're going to be giving you a deeper dive and a close look at what really goes on in between the walls here at the Janeway Children's Hospital.
Yeah, of course. And donations this weekend will support a variety of Janeway departments, helping kids to get the best possible care when they need it most.
And, you know, Kathleen, we all know that not all families ever expect that they'll need the care at the Janeway Children's Hospital, but tiny babies fighting for every breath to teenagers navigating complex healthcare needs, they need the technology here to be ready for whatever comes in through these doors.
And every child in NL deserves the same world-class healthcare they get anywhere else in Canada. Your donations this weekend help make that possible. Let's take a look at how this year's telethon will do just that.
When a child is rushed through the doors of the Janeway emergency room, when a surgeon prepares for a life-changing procedure, or when doctors need clear answers from advanced diagnostic imaging, everything has to be ready, and it has to be ready for a child the size of a newborn or a teenager. Every second matters, every decision matters, and every piece of equipment matters. This year, your Janeway Telethon donations will fund critical equipment across some of our most essential areas of care. In the emergency room, which is the pediatric trauma center for the entire province, where being prepared saves lives. In perioperative and surgical care, where precision changes outcomes for any child that needs an advanced surgery. And in diagnostic imaging, where advanced technology delivers the answers that families are waiting for. And we're not going to let any child wait for that life-saving information. The Janeway is the only pediatric hospital in Newfoundland and Labrador, and your donation helps ensure that when a family hears the words, "We'll take care of your baby," they know that the brilliant healthcare team has the very best tools to do just that. This telethon, we're asking you to stand with Janeway kids like you always do. They need you more than ever. Make a gift. Pick up your phone, donate online, text to give. Support the businesses that are raising funds in your community. Because when you give, you're not just purchasing equipment. You're giving parents hope, you're giving doctors precision, you're giving kids their futures back. Join us, give generously, and help us ensure that every child in Newfoundland and Labrador receives the very best care right here at home.
Welcome back to the Phone Bank. I'm Stephen Lethbridge from Oz FM, joined by Lori Lydia Lovelace from Rogers out of the Fog. And we've got some very special guests joining us here at the Phone Bank, our friends from Lions on the phones and joining us here as well. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, and
You're very, very welcome.
excellent. So we have with us the N4 Governor Patrice King, and we have from N3 Danny Ridgely here with us with the Childhood Cancer Chair, and represent the Lions and Leo's Club.
And we're so happy to have so many Lions all over the phone bank helping to answer your calls, so please call and give generously. And we also have many Lions clubs that are going to be presenting donations from all over Newfoundland and Labrador. Such incredible support from the Lions Club once again this year. Now, why is supporting the Janeway so important to the Lions Club?
The Janeway is very near and dear to the Lions' heart. We, just like everyone else, we don't like to see children that are sick and their parents are dealing with so much. We want to do all we can to help in a little way at all possible to make their stay easier, better, more comfortable.
Well said. Thank you.
And Danny, so tell us about this special presentation that you have here today.
Well, this special presentations actually go towards a room called the calming room, and this room is used for specifically if a child's going in for a CAT scan and has like a panic attack. They're able to take them to this room, and it has special lighting and music, and they're able to calm the child down. And a lot of the equipment in this room now is broken, so this money is going to go specifically towards replacing some of the broken equipment.
Excellent. So are we ready to see?
think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Let's see that total.
Let's flip it over.
Drum roll, please. Thank you very much. $15,000.
Congratulations. And now we're going to throw it over to Gander.
Good evening from Gander. We are here at the Gander International Airport Lounge for the annual Children's Miracle Network Janeway Telethon. I'm Hannah DeYoung, and I'm joined with my co-host, Brian Mosier.
And of course, we welcome you. We will be your host this weekend for all things great here in beautiful central Newfoundland. We'll be reporting, as we said, right here from the International Airport Lounge. But you can also, on your TV sets, find us reporting locally on Rogers TV on NL Direct.
We are thrilled to be back for another year, bringing stories and community supporters from across our region to your TV screens in support of our province's only pediatric hospital.
And of course, don't forget, every dollar counts. Make everything count. Let's make this the best year ever. Now let's go to the phone bank.
And welcome back to Studio 107. We're joined now by a number of people. Oh, I should introduce this person. This is my daughter, Grace, and she's back here again, born at the Janeway, actually. And fortunately, she hasn't really had to go back much since then, so that's good. So we're here with a couple of very important people. We're here with Jennifer and Abby, and they are with the CBS Lions and Leos. So I'm going to introduce first Jennifer, of course. You've been here a number of times. Why? Right. So why is it so important to keep coming back?
The children are our future, so we have to make sure that we have proper equipment to take care of them when they get sick.
And the Leos are here too, so that's kind of fun.
Yes, there are junior Lions.
And so, Grace, would you like to speak with Abby?
So, Abby, as young fundraisers, why is the Janeway so important to you?
The Janeway helps to provide a bunch of resources for all the children in need, especially because I know it helps with families and all that. So all those resources are a very big help, and I love doing it, and it's great.
It's wonderful that you guys are here this year. It's wonderful that the Leos are here. It's fun to get the younger people involved, isn't it?
Most definitely. We're happy to be here.
Absolutely. So, shall we do it? Shall we do the reveal? Would you like to start, Jennifer?
$2,000.
Thank you. $2,000, everyone. Woo-hoo! Thank you very much. And Abby?
It's $500.
$500. CBS Leos, CBS Lions. Thank you both so much, Jennifer and Abby, for joining us. And now I believe, Grace, we're going to turn things over to our friends, Michael and Diana.
Thank you very much, Tony Marie. Hi, welcome to the social media desk. I'm Michael Connors, and joined by my daughter, Diana, who was actually born at the Janeway the same day as Grace. How about that for a coincidence? We will bring you incredible stories of strength and resilience from the Janeway, powered by your support.
Your donations can help fund vital equipment, research, and education for the Janeway staff, so kids can get back to being kids.
So we're going to take a look at a few of those stories now. I'll just bring this up on the social media board. And Diana, do you want to read the first one?
This story is from Jack Warford. Jack was born at 28 weeks and spent 55 days in the NICU, while his sister Lainey was born at 32 weeks and spent 20 days there. Countless Janeway teams cared for both children, always making them feel at home. Jack continued follow-up care until age 3. And when he broke his collarbone after a fall at school, this September, the emergency team was incredible.
That's wonderful to hear. We'll hear another story now. This is from about Cooper Weinheber. I hope I pronounced that correctly. At my 20-week anatomy scan, the Janeway staff discovered our baby had a condition where one kidney did not develop properly. Our little guy, Cooper, continues regular ultrasounds and nephrologist follow-ups through the Janeway. At 8 months old, he was also diagnosed with a hernia. During both scary experiences, the Janeway staff kept us calm, informed, and laughing. Cooper and family raised an amazing $4,200 for all our kids. Thank you very much for that wonderful story. Diana?
We'll be back, but for now, over to the phone bank.
How's everybody doing? We are joined now with representatives of the Great Burin Peninsula. We've got Teresa and Melissa with the Lions Club, and two checks here, one represented by Grand Bank, one represented by Marystown. Grand Bank, that's where my family's from.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I have family from there too.
A lot of heart in Grand Bank. So why is it important to show that heart to the Janeway for the Lions Club in Grand Bank and Marystown?
Well, for the Grand Bank Lions Club, and I can say for the Mayorstown Lions Club too, the Janeway plays a big part in for us for fundraising. We like to fundraise different ways through like spring markets. The spring markets are usually the biggest one for us for getting money, and it just plays a big role for us, for the children, and we want just to help them with any expenses that they need throughout their stay and make their stay at the Janeway more comfortable.
It all helps, and we'll see just how much in just a moment. But Lori?
Yes, and Melissa, you have a unique story. So why is donating and being a part of the Janeway Telethon so important for you?
Well, as a child, I had Kawasaki. So I know that's a strange sounding disease, but I had that. And the Janeway took care of myself, my family, also my own children. So as a former patient myself, and as a parent, just knowing that there's care there on the island, you can't ask for better.
So true, so true. So are we ready to flip those checks over to see how much we raised?
Let's see it.
And go! Oh my goodness, we have $500 and $300.
Some quick math. That's 800. Well done. Thank you very much. And we'll see both of you soon, I'm sure. And one of my favorite parts of the Janeway Telethon is the Janeway Kids Corner. So we're going to meet up with some champions over there.
Thank you.
That is perfect. Oh, we take a picture. We got to take a photo. Okay.
Perfect. So listen, while we still got a little bit of time here, in just one moment, we'll ask you, well, you see everything going on here with the phone banks. Tell me a little bit about what it's like for you to see the behind the scenes of this.
We're actually going on the phone banks right now. We done it last year, and it was absolutely the best experience as being a Lion for us, coming in and doing the phone banks. Hearing all the stories from grandparents and aunts and uncles with the children that have stayed in the hospital. It's just touched our heart, and we're really excited to get back there now and get on those phones and ring those bells.
So when I said we'll see you in a minute, I wasn't kidding. We'll see you back here in just a minute. Now we got some of our champions ready in the Janeway Kids Corner. Take it away.
Welcome to the Janeway Kids Corner. I'm Carly, your 2026 Janeway champion. Joining me are 2025 champions Lyndon and Xander. Xander, in case anyone is new to the telethon, can you share your Janeway story?
Yes. So I have a heart condition called PDA, and it's a condition in my heart, and it's a valve that is from closing. And my brother here, Lyndon, has epilepsy and cerebral palsy.
So awesome to be here with you guys tonight.
Of course, the Children's Miracle Network Janeway Telethon has been a Newfoundland and Labrador tradition for 42 years.
It has. Funds raised from this event help provide better care for kids like us. Last year's telethon purchased a new echocardiogram. I got to use it at my last appointment, and it's super cool. The colors on the machine show the blood moving through my heart. Plus, Nikita, my sonographer, says it gives much clearer images.
Wow, awesome. A couple of years ago, a new EEG machine was purchased too. That's how they checked on Lyndon's epilepsy and determined whether there are cloudy or sunshiny skies in his brain.
This year's fundraising focuses on the emergency room, medical imaging, and surgery.
Sounds very important. I hope we can raise enough to purchase the equipment they need.
Me too. It must be hard to decide which piece of life-saving equipment has to wait if we don't reach our goal.
Call in or donate online now. The numbers are on your screen.
Here's a closer look on how your donations help save my life.
On February 23rd, 2016, our baby girl was born. She was happy and healthy, and life was great. We had our checkup with our pediatrician, and it was then that they discovered that Carly wasn't gaining weight. She just wasn't herself. She was drinking even less than what she had been before. We took her to our local Emerge. John was holding Carly, and He reached out his 2 hands, and he was on a wheelie chair. And he rolled towards me, and he said, "I'm sorry," he said, "but it appears your baby has a large heart." And he told me that he would be transferring us to Janeway. There was so many people waiting for this little baby to get out of the ambulance. Nobody was talking, everybody was just quiet. And then Dr. Bremner spoke up and said, "I'm sorry, but your baby is very sick and she needs life-saving surgery." So then we were told that Carly had more than just a hole in her heart. That was actually the least of our worries at this point. She had coarctation of her aorta. So her main blood supply was very difficult to get to the rest of her body. Her aorta valve was narrowed off and pinched like a straw. So Dr. Bremner told us that she would need open heart surgery and that they were trying to get us on a flight that night. She was 27 days old.
It was just hard to look at your baby, knowing how sick she is, and not being able to actually do anything to fix it.
I was terrified to fly home with my newly operated on baby. And they told me that the Janeway was sending a nurse to fly home with me. It was then we started to meet a whole new team. We had more than just cardiology at this point. We had like OT and PT, we had swallow studies. We are still followed every 6 months by the cardiology department at the Janeway. Carly has continued to grow and develop and live a normal life like every other 9-year-old. We don't limit Carly to what she wants to do. She knows her limits. She knows when she's tired. She knows when she's too hot.
I like dancing, doing like art and drawing, and I like just talking to my friends, playing with my family. I'm really close with all the staff, and I find it my second home almost. All the staff are there to support you, take care of you, and you'll be good as soon as you know it.
Thanks to your support, over this past year, we've been able to buy 2 new Echo machines, which have made a really big difference for kids like Carly. These new, up-to-date, state-of-the-art technology has allowed us to really get the very best information we can to treat our patients on a daily basis.
Really couldn't thank them enough for everything they've done over the years. They gave our daughter a second chance at life, and there's no way to repay that.
Welcome back to the Janeway. We are joined by the 2026 Janeway champion child, Miss Carly McDonald, and her parents, Jennifer and John. Carly, have you been enjoying being the champion child so far this year?
Absolutely. It's been an amazing experience meeting everyone, going to the telethon like right now, and just having a great time.
Well, we're so happy to have you.
And, you know, for you, Jennifer, what's it been like? We just got to watch Carly's incredible story and your family's story. We know those early years were difficult, as we saw through that video. But what's it been like for you guys now to see Carly in this star role?
It's an amazing feeling, to be honest, to bring home a little baby, being so perfect and then being so sick. And to watch her do everything she's doing right now, she's living life to the fullest. She enjoys everything about life. She's all about helping others and doing everything she can for anybody.
That's incredible. And we saw some of those amazing dance moves too.
Carly, what are you most excited for this weekend?
Well, the telethon, yes, right now. But revealing my checks, seeing everyone, just seeing the, what do I call it?
Seeing it all come together?
Yes, and the total at the end.
Of course, the big exciting total at the end.
Well, we're going to be so excited to see a lot more from Carly and the entire family over the next couple of days, over the weekend for this annual Janeway Children's Telethon. And now what's most important as well is to get those phones ringing, so we're going to check back in with the phone bank.
Welcome back in. Thank you so much for joining us. We're here with all of our friends from the Lions Club, and we've got some more friends that have come in the road to join us. We've got Mike and Brandon from the Baccaloo Lions Club. 15 years. That's longer than I've been doing this, I think. So you got me beat there, but happy to have you back, Mike. And why is it so important that the Baccaloo Lions Club help out with the Janeway Telethon every year?
Well, we're actually part of an international association, Lions Clubs, who stand on the importance of humanitarian service to those who are in need. And realistically, in today's society, who's more in need than sick kids? So, you know, we really feel strong about supporting the Janeway and all the work that they do for the sick kids net. And, you know, it's just what we're made of, and it's, you know, it's what we do.
Absolutely, yeah. Very, very well said. And we've got a big donation here once again as the Lions Club coming through once again from our friends at the Baccaloo Lions Club. A big $500 donation. Thank you so much to our friends from the Baccaloo Lions Club. Grace, thank you.
Thank you, Baccaloo Lions. Wonderful community support each year. Next up, over to Gander.
And we're back. We're actually here at the upper mezzanine right here at Gander International Airport Lounge. It is the 42nd annual Janeway Telethon, raising money for the Janeway Children's Hospital for all the children here in Newfoundland and Labrador. With us, truly one of our favorite people in the whole wide world, Noreen. It's good to have you back.
Noreen, so tell us, why is the Janeway important to you? I hear you choose it as a fundraising option whenever you can. So tell us, why is the Janeway important to you?
Well, I was born here, but then after I couldn't breathe in my mommy's stomach, so then they had to take me to an air ambulance all the way to the Janeway, and then I got put in the incubator for 3 weeks.
Do you want to tell us about your fundraising that you do?
Well, there's this Lakumi Good Deeds celebration day happening on May 23rd. So basically you get to sell something and you choose like a place to donate money to, and I chose the Janeway.
That's amazing. So today, though, you have a check from you and your family. So do you want to share what you're donating today?
Yeah.
Let's take a look.
There we have it from Noreen's family.
$1,000.
$1,000. But why stop just at money? Because, of course, you started a little tradition last year. You also have something to send to the Janeway, don't you?
I'll hold the check. You grab
let
the
Hannah
receipt.
hold the check and tell us about this.
I made a painting for the Janeway, and I made one last year as well. And I wanted to do one because I like to paint them in art class and stuff, and I like the Janeway.
That is so awesome, Noreen, and we're truly, truly proud of you. We can't wait to see you again next year. And there you have it. Donate any way you can. This is a very important cause. It's for the children of Newfoundland and Labrador. It's for the Janeway. It impacts so many people everywhere. Every dollar counts. Remember, donating is your superpower. And keep watching the telethon on NTV.
So why is it important?
And that is an awesome job, Noreen. We're so glad that you got the care you needed as a baby so you could grow into such a talented artist.
And making that possible, we have 2 more term donors. We have the Goulds Lions, who's been coming to the telethon for more than 25 years, and the Goulds Leos, who have been fundraising for more than 15 years. So why is it important for the Goulds Lions to keep donating to the Janeway?
I think there's so many reasons why it's important, obviously, but I guess first and foremost, I think the Janeway is something that can really unite us all. I think no matter who you are, I don't think I've met anyone in this province that hasn't been impacted in some way, whether it's been themselves or their child or a child they know and love. So I think it's really interesting that an organization like this can really unite us and really keep us all moving forward.
Absolutely. And of course, as Lori Lydia mentioned, we're also here with the Goulds Leos. Why don't you introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Stacy.
I'm Meredith.
So why is it so important to be here today and to fundraise for the Janeway? Why is this important to you?
Well, like anyone else, we see that the children in our province are some of the most vulnerable people, and we feel a responsibility to help support their health and well-being. And then as a youth volunteer group, we also personally utilize the Janeway whenever we have any health issues, and they support us. So we want to donate and say thank you for all that they do for us.
You're a great speaker. Maybe you can have my job next year. What do you think?
I don't know about that.
There you go. All right, are we ready to flip them checks?
We are.
So
okay.
Peggy, we'll go first. Peggy?
$500.
$500! Wow.
And ladies? And we have $200 from the Goulds Leos Club. And we want to say that pediatric care isn't just adult care with smaller tools, believe it or not. It's completely different. So your donations help provide the specialized tools and training that children need. And yeah.
We're going to throw it right back now to Ryan and Steven.
Thanks very much. And we're here with lots of friends from The Brick, a National Children's Miracle Network partner dedicated to supporting children's health across Canada. And please tell me, why does it mean so much to see customers continue to support Janeway Kids?
We have our customers and our staff getting and donations from our customers. And it means a lot to us because it takes care of our kids and our grandkids.
Absolutely, yeah. Are you going to host next time?
That's Madeline, by the way, who's been an absolute doll here. We have Jackson over there, a well-dressed man with Melissa, and it's Carl from The Brick. And I asked you, have you done this before? He said, yeah, every year. I said, awesome. Thank you for that, first of all. Second of all, what is it that keeps bringing you back every year?
Just our kids and our grandkids. It's a place that we know that they're going to be safe.
And we know that The Brick is so involved in the community. So from that standpoint, why is it important with the Janeway when you go down the list of all the places you can put those donations?
Because most of our folks have kids of their own, so our staff collect money from our customers, and it's something they take pride in and for our kids.
Well, Carl, thank you again for another year. Why don't we do the flip and see what we're working with here?
Fantastic. From our friends at The Brick, we've got $10,648. An amazing total.
It's fantastic. Congratulations as well. So thank you so much for this. All the donations that we are seeing rack up here today, of course, as Tony Marie and Lydia mentioned, go towards a whole plethora of things, but one of which is making sure that we have that technology up to date. As we all know, technology is ever changing, and I know now that we have some champion children who benefited from this down in the Janeway Kids Corner. We're going to hear a little bit from them.
Welcome back to the Janeway Kids Corner. It's almost time for our first miracle match in the phone bank.
I love miracle matches. Your donations will have double the impact for Janeway Kids.
The Janeway is in need of 2 new thoracotomy trays, one for babies and one for adults. Do you know what those are?
It's right here on the board. The ER staff says it's a set of specialized surgical tubes that helps quickly open a chest and reach the heart or lungs during a life-threatening emergency. That's kind of gross.
When every second counts in the emergency room, this sounds super important.
It is. They need a set for youth and a set for babies. The baby set costs 2 times as much as the regular size.
Interesting. The smaller tools the more they cost and the more sizes they need.
I know, they're more specialized for tiny babies, but luckily with this next miracle match, we could purchase more neonatal sets right here in the next few minutes.
Let's go, people. Pick up the phones. Donate online. Let's get this party started.
Tony, Marie, and Grace, take it away.
Thank you very much, Carly. I'm looking forward to spending some time with you over the next couple of days because you are so much fun. It seems to be a champion party, actually, over in the kids' corner tonight, and they're having a lot of fun. But now it's time to have even more fun. We are joined by Ryco Financial for our first miracle match of the evening.
Joining us is Frank and some very special guests.
So Frank, would you like to tell us who's with you?
Sure. So this is my lovely wife Heather, and this is my son Charles, and these are the miracle babies from 2022, Maggie and Beth. Yeah,
So
want to say hi?
So what inspired Ryco Financial? I guess I know that, but what inspired you to be involved today in this miracle match?
So shortly after we were blessed with these twins and everything worked so well, Rebecca at the foundation asked me to start helping out on the board. So we started helping out on the finance committee and onto the board of directors, and Ryco has been helping out each year since, and finally we went with a check on TV.
So this is the miracle match. Would you like to tell the folks at home what happens? So over the next couple of minutes, we're hoping that you guys are involved, so you're going to have to call in and donate, and Ryco Financial will match up to
$10,000.
Let's see the check.
Do you guys want to hold it?
That is excellent. So you heard Frank. So over the next couple of minutes now, we're going to get Ryan and Stephen, I believe, are going to run through the phone bank. They're going to do, I have no idea what they're going to do. Maybe something fun. Maybe they'll be boring. If they're boring, all the more reason to call and make it exciting for the rest of us who have to watch them. So we're going to start the clock in a second. Ryan and Stephen are going to get ready to run through, and we're hoping to raise $10,000 plus in this segment, Miracle Match. Thank you guys very much. Ryan, Stephen, are you guys ready?
Ready as we are ever going to be, I think. So, Ryan, we've known each other a long time.
It's been a minute.
We want to raise some money here for the Janeway. So I was thinking we do something fun, okay? If we hit that goal, I've got some of Dollarama's finest habanero hot sauce.
Good.
We're going to take a swig. And also, I will say the HVAC is out in this building right now, so it's like 30 degrees here anyway, so we're going to have some fun. So let's get those phones going, and then I think we're going to have a little taste of hot sauce. Sound good?
My face is going to be as pink as my suit here, I think. But yeah, we'll give it a go. Why not?
Ryan has a lot more television to do this weekend than I do, so I am sorry. But also, it's for the kids.
Let's do it.
All right, let's get it going with this miracle match. Get those phones ringing. We want to hear those cowbells, and we want to hit that $10,000 goal.
We're going to get this face red, so let's do it.
All right.
Come on. All right, Steven. It's on,
Anybody
buddy.
else want to try some hot sauce?
How's it going back here, by the way?
It's going really well.
I'm interrupting. You're on the phone, aren't you?
Actually, Dorothy, Ryan is actually interviewing me right now on the news, so I'm just going to put you on.
Can I speak to Dorothy?
You certainly can, I think.
Let's do it. Dorothy, that's my nan's name. Dorothy, how are you? This is Ryan Harding from NTV. And where's your hometown? St. John's? Well, sure, we'll take a townie. That's okay. I'm one of them, too. Listen, we really, really, really appreciate you calling in and donating. Is this the first time you've done it, or have you done it in years past? Every year. Bless your heart. Well, listen, thank you so much. Keep on tuning in now, and you're going to see me drink some hot sauce, I think.
Yeah, I've got a $20 donation over here from Peggy Critch, which we appreciate so darn much. So make sure that you get those phones ringing. The phone numbers are on your screen right now because, I mean, who doesn't want to see Ryan Harding have a little bit of habanero hot sauce? I've tried this before. It's kind of rough, I got to say. And I think this will have some implications for the rest of the weekend. That could be fun. We'll never know unless we get those phones ringing. So let's get some more donations coming in for all our kids.
And I'm just looking across here, Stephen. I was trying to get some Stephenville Crossing. We love Stephenville. I get a lot of photos from Stephenville Crossing, actually, to be fair. Absolutely beautiful spot. And I also see some credit card numbers, but we won't read those out.
And we've got 30 seconds left. Under 30 seconds for this miracle match. Lots of people on the line. Lots of people hoping to see Ryan Harding having a little bit of, again, Dollarama's finest, habanero hot sauce. It may look like I have already had some. It's just that I'm wearing a sweater and the HVAC is out. I apologize, Newfoundland and Labrador. I apologize.
It is warm in here, to be fair, Stevie.
It is absolutely very warm. So, I mean, hot sauce time, maybe not, but we're going to do it anyway. I think...
Here you go.
I think we hit it.
Open the lid there, Steven.
I think we... I just got to put my mic down. Hold on. Oh, that's a good man right there, Ryan Harding.
For the kids. Woo, that's horrific, Stephen.
Yeah, it's really, really bad. Thanks for joining us. And we're off to Gander.
Please.
Hopefully none of this out there.
Welcome back to Gander. It's the Lions Club corporate segment, and we are joined by Cindy from the Grand Falls Windsor Lions Club. So Cindy, tell us why it's important to be here today.
We are here today to present a check for $500 donation on behalf of the Grand Falls Windsor Lions Club. We are a club of just 26 members, and this donation is possible through our fundraising efforts only. Lions Club is rooted in community and community support, and we are especially proud to be able to double our donation this year. The funds we raised and give back to organizations such as the Janeway help strengthen our communities and provide support to those who need it most. It is an honor for us to support the children of Newfoundland and Labrador in receiving the medical care they need. This cause is especially close to our hearts as we had some of our Lions Club families who have had children in using these services.
Amazing. And I think, Bernie, you have the check.
So let's flip it over and see that total, and there we have $500 to the Janeway Foundation from the Grand Falls Windsor Lions Club. Truly, truly appreciated. It's truly inspiring to see the support rolling from Lions Clubs across the province. Folks at home, it's a great time to call in and donate online. Who better to donate on behalf of but the children of Newfoundland and Labrador? It takes an entire community coming together to give children the care they truly deserve and have it right here at home. Now let's go to the phone bank.
Well, thank you very much, Hannah and Brian. We're back inside the studio here, Studio 107 on the NTV premises, and we're joined now by Brad Richards from Pooch Cove. We had Lions clubs coming and going throughout. I said I had to apologize beforehand because I just did a shot of hot sauce, and I'm not sure you knew or saw, but I'm sweating, and there might be a little bit of a whiff coming across, so apologies there. But 30 years, the Pooch Cove's Lion Club has been involved in this, so thank you once again there, Lori.
And yeah, so tell us why it's important for the Pooch Cove Lions to be here today and to donate to the Janeway.
Well, 30 years we've been doing this, and it's been an important cause for us. We also, we serve the people of Pooch Cove, Balleen, and Flat Rock, and it doesn't take long when you talk to people to hear stories about different children in the communities who've had an experience at the Janeway. So for all of the members, it's always an important thing for us.
And how did you raise the money?
It's, a number of things. It could be selling cold plates. It can be, a dart tournament. In fact, our dart tournaments are really, really successful. We have people from all over the province that come out to them. But we do whatever we can. We do, different, ticket draws and things like that. Whatever we can do, and whatever, the community helps to support us, that's what we do, yeah.
Excellent. So I think we're ready to flip that check to see what that is. Let's do it. All right, ready? And it says $500.
Well done, Pooch Cove.
Woo! Excellent.
Pooch Cove is one of the best sunsets in the province. It's unbelievable.
It is first to see the sun.
Yep, absolutely.
Yep.
Love it. All right, we're going to the kids' corner once again here now. Kids, take it away.
Welcome back to the Janeway Kids Corner. We have some special presentations to share with you. The staff at the Community Credit Union have been fundraising and donating to the Janeway for over 25 years. This year, employees from their 3 branches in Marystown, Hermitage,
and Witless Bay are once again contributing with a generous $1,000 donation.
The Paradise Centennial Lions Club has been donating to the Janeway for several years. They understand the importance of the Janeway for all our kids. Thank you for your donation and volunteering on the phone bank today.
The Cornerbrook Lions Club are back once again, showing up for Janeway kids with a $1,000 donation. Thank you for your ongoing support for the Janeway kids and families for your donation again this year.
Thank you to Milltown Lions Club for your generous donation of $4,500. We are lucky to have your support for kids like us. That's all for now. Over to the social media desk.
Thank you very much for that. Michael Connors here again with my daughter Diana at the social media desk. Now, do you have a Janeway story to share? You can share with us on social media at Janeway Foundation or by emailing janewayfoundation@gmail.com for a chance to be featured. The Janeway is the only children's hospital in our province. It's the only NICU, the only PICU, the only trauma center built just for kids. So let's take a look at some of the more of the stories that make your donations possible. And Diana, do you want to read this first one?
All right, this story is from Noah Buckley. Noah was diagnosed with leukemia and continues to receive treatment at the Janeway. We have many special memories from birthdays and holidays spent in the hospital. His nurses always make sure he feels celebrated and cared for, whether it's a birthday surprise, a Christmas gift, his favorite Play-Doh, or a warm blanket. Their kindness has made a difficult journey so much easier.
That's wonderful. Thank you very much for that story. Next up, we have Raina Cran. Born at 33 weeks and 5 days, Raina spent time in the NICU gaining strength and receiving specialized care. Over the past 6 years, she's been cared for by several departments at the Janeway, including cardiology for a blood vessel condition, as well as ENT and ophthalmology. Being away from home was difficult, but the Janeway team made it easier.
This story is from Peyton Kelly. Peyton was born prematurely at 33 weeks. She spent 8 days in the care of the NICU team. The medical team that looked over Peyton was exceptional and cared for Peyton as if she was their own. Without the Janeway, our life would look a lot different than what it is. Peyton is now almost 9 months old and thriving.
That's wonderful. Thank you very much for all of those stories, and please keep them coming. You can share them on social media at Janeway Foundation. Send them via email to janewayfoundation@gmail.com or for a chance to be featured. Diana?
When you donate to the Janeway, you're not just helping kids recover from illness, you're investing in a healthier Newfoundland and Labrador.
And now I believe we're going back to the Janeway Hospital.
The Janeway is filled with incredible kids who amaze us every day, not only with their strength, but with their talents, kindness, and determination. One of those kids is Xander Wright. He's an energetic 11-year-old from CBS who loves music and sports. Xander is super excited to take the stage and be a part of the Janeway Telethon this year. It means so much to him. I just had a conversation with Xander off camera, and he is energetic, and he's no stranger to the stage or performing. Performing live, here is Xander Wright with Jack is Every Inch a Sailor.
Now 'twas 25 or 30 years since Jack first saw the light. He came into this world of woe one dark and stormy night. He was born aboard his father's ship while she was lying to, about 25 or 30 miles southeast of Pacaloo. Jack was every inch a sailor, 25 years a whaler. Jack was every inch a sailor. He was born upon the bright blue sea. Jack was every inch a sailor. He was born upon the bright blue sea. Straight for Baffin Bay, about 19 knots an hour. And every time he blew a spray, he'd send it in a shower. And now said Jack unto himself, I'm see what he's about. He grabbed the whale all by the tail and turned him inside out. Jack was every inch a sailor, 25 years a whaler. Jack was every inch a sailor. He was born upon the bright blue sea. And Jack was every inch a sailor, 25 years a whaler. Jack was every inch a sailor. He was born upon the bright blue sea. He was born upon the bright blue sea.
When a child is rushed through the doors of the Janeway emergency room, when a surgeon prepares for a life-changing procedure, or when doctors need clear answers from advanced diagnostic imaging, everything has to be ready, and it has to be ready for a child the size of a newborn or a teenager. Every second matters, every decision matters, and every piece of equipment matters. This year, your Janeway Telethon donations will fund critical equipment across some of our most essential areas of care. In the emergency room, which is the pediatric trauma center for the entire province, where being prepared saves lives. In perioperative and surgical care, where precision changes outcomes for any child that needs an advanced surgery. And in diagnostic imaging, where advanced technology delivers the answers that families are waiting for. And we're not going to let any child wait for that life-saving information. The Janeway is the only pediatric hospital in Newfoundland and Labrador, and your donation helps ensure that when a family hears the words, "We'll take care of your baby," they know that the brilliant healthcare team has the very best tools to do just that. This telethon, we're asking you to stand with Janeway kids like you always do. They need you more than ever. Make a gift. Pick up your phone, donate online, text to give. Support the businesses that are raising funds in your community. Because when you give, you're not just purchasing equipment. You're giving parents hope, you're giving doctors precision, you're giving kids their futures back. Join us. Give generously and help us ensure that every child in Newfoundland and Labrador receives the very best care right here at home.
And welcome back. Pretty exciting. It's almost that time to push the button, but we're not quite ready to do that yet. You probably recognize these people. They were with myself and Grace just a few moments ago. We have Frank and Heather and Charlie and Beth and Maggie. Beautiful family who kind of found their own way to the Janeway Hospital and now have the Janeway has its own very special meaning for them. So Heather, maybe you can tell us about your two beautiful miracle girls.
Sure. So they were diagnosed with twin-to-twin transfusion syndrome in utero, and we had to go to Toronto for a very quick surgery, and we were watched very closely by the maternal fetal unit, and they came early and spent 67 days in the NICU, and that shaped us as a family. It saved their lives, and we're so grateful for it, and we talk about it often, all the time. Yeah.
And now here you are,
yes.
And your children are here, and
Yeah.
they're gorgeous. And I know Charlie wants to say a few little words. So, Charlie, I have a funny feeling that I'm just going to sneak out here. Excuse my back. I just want to let everyone at home see Charlie. So, Charlie, I have a feeling that you are a fantastic big brother. Oh, sorry. Are you a great big brother? Sorry, it's not Charlie.
Yeah, I am a great big brother.
Yeah, Charles, right? Yes. They wrote Charlie on the card. I'm so sorry for that. You're Charles. Of course you are. You look like a Charles. So what's it like having these two great girls as little sisters?
feels really good.
Do you guys have lots of fun together? Do you?
Yeah.
What kind of games do you guys play?
We play a game called the Berry Game.
Berry game sounds lots of fun. I think we're soon going to push the button. I'm not sure how soon. I think we're getting ready. So Grace, would you like to set them up to push the button, and I'll get out of the way if I can stand back up again. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys.
So let's get ready. Okay. So I come over here. So let's put our hands over. Put them over. Yeah. Here.
Superpower
Ready?
hands.
Yep. Okay, ready? We're going to count down together, okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, push.
Oh, $81,323. Well, Charles, Maggie, and Beth, you guys are fantastic. What did it feel like?
It felt good.
It felt good. It does feel good. And you know what also feels good is phoning in and donating. It's pretty easy to do that. 709-777-4502 or 1-855-777-4502. You can text the word Janeway to 45678 to donate $20. And we'll be right back. Thank you guys very much.
You're watching the Janeway Telethon, live on Canada's Superstation, NTV.
It takes experts,
The right equipment.
and people that show up when it matters most.
Because being a kid is hard sometimes.
Every day, families across Newfoundland and Labrador rely on the Janeway for special care.
That's why we need you. Donate today and help Janeway kids like me.
And welcome back to a brand new corporate hour here at the 42nd annual Janeway Children's Miracle Network Telethon. We are live from Studio 107 right here at NTV, and it is wonderful to be here. And this is the TD Bank Group corporate segment. So from employee giving to sponsorships, TD continues to show up for the Janeway kids and families right across Newfoundland and Labrador. And we are so very grateful for their partnership through the Children's Miracle Network and the very many ways they support children's health care right here at home.
And every child deserves a chance to laugh, learn, play, and just be a kid. And the Janeway helps make that possible. Your donation helps provide specialized equipment and care for children when they need it most. Join TD in supporting local kids. Scan the QR code on your screen and donate online and call in right now.
That's right. Your donations this year will support a variety of equipment, like a new ultrasound machine. Recent guidelines have changed, requiring more frequent scans for developing babies.
Yeah, and a new machine will also reduce the stress on the wait list, helping more kids and families when they need it. So I think right now we're going to throw it back over to Corner Brook.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Corner Brook. My name is Dave Elms as we begin the annual telethon for the Janeway and the kids who are looking for your support. And I can't think of a better way to start off our broadcast here in Corner Brook at City Hall than with one of the most spirited schools that I've had the opportunity to come in contact with, and that is Templeton Academy and the North Shore of the Bay of Islands. Natasha's the, the best teacher that I've ever come in with the most spirit. And Natasha, you're here with a group again today, but you've decided to do something a little different. You brought in some kindergartens that we have here, and you also brought in some grade 12s. There's a strategy behind that.
There is. We are one of the largest K-12 schools on the island, and I think the largest here on the West Coast. So we thought let's celebrate with our grade 12s who are leaving this year and our littles that are starting out in grade at Templeton. So here we are.
And you've got your spirit back here, the tiger. He just waves. He doesn't say too much. Now, we've talked about what you've done over the years, different fundraisers and things. What have you done this year for the Janeway kids?
Again, it's been Spirit Days. The kids look forward to them. We've had Jersey Day recently with the hockey playoffs and that all starting. We've done hat days, pajama days, crazy hair and sock days, anything to get the kids excited and to bring along a small donation for the Janeway.
Now, I've been at, we've had launches at your school in the past, and I've seen the spirit that comes out of it, and it seems like that the spirit that's there yesterday is definitely being generated today.
For sure, for sure. We realize just how important the Janeway is to our children, and I mean, what better way to celebrate than at the school with all these children?
That's for sure. And let's find out now how much money you folks have raised for us. We've got the official card turners, and you have everybody together.
$1,200.
And that is a good start with lots of spirit from here in Corner Brook.
Welcome back to the Janeway Kids Corner. Hey Carly, did you hear Tony Marie and Lori Lydia talk about a new ultrasound machine?
I did. Here's a photo. It cost over $300,000 for just one.
Wow. Medical imaging says this machine will help kids of all ages, from growing babies to full-grown teenagers. It's a piece of equipment that supports multiple programs and thousands of families each year.
Awesome. It will also help reduce wait times for ultrasounds while providing faster, clearer scans. We have to make sure we can get one for the Janeway staff.
Absolutely. We've both used ultrasound machines throughout our Janeway journeys and have so much other kids.
Early testing helped discover that baby Hudson from Grand Falls, Windsor would need special care when he arrived. After being airlifted to the Janeway, he was diagnosed with a heart condition just like me.
Older brother Hunter was later airlifted from Grand Falls, Windsor to the Janeway after an accident. Quick access to specialized medical imaging tools helped both brothers get the care they needed.
Here's Hunter and Hudson's story.
Back in May, I was induced to have Hudson. There was a possibility of him having Down syndrome. Everything was going good, then his heart kept falling off the monitor. So the pediatrician on that day came in and the OBGYN and said, you know, there's an issue. They did an ultrasound and it showed up that he had something wrong with his bowels. So they wanted to stop my labor, airlift me to Toronto Sick Kids. Obviously, I panicked. I wouldn't go because I have 3 other kids at home. They rushed me in for emergency C-section. Seen Hudson for maybe 5 minutes, then they took him out. I had to do all these tests. So a couple hours after I had Hudson, Hudson was immediately airlifted out to the Janeway. The plan was for me to leave to go out the next day to be with him. Unfortunately, I took sick, ended up needing blood transfusions, all these things. So I didn't get out to see Hudson until 5 days later. Got him out here, and it wasn't anything wrong with his bowels at all. He had AVSD repair, which meant he was going to need to have open heart surgery. So he was a very sick baby. We spent 2.5 months at the NICU. At the end of June, we went home. We had scheduled to go away for surgery for Hudson at IWK in Halifax in September. And then August 30th, my son Hunter had an accident. Had 2 shoulder bones broken, collarbones broken, and he suffered from a TBI injury. He was in a coma on a ventilator. It was very scary. Didn't know where he was going to go, didn't know if he was going to come out of the coma, didn't know at this point in time if he was going to wake up. I remember sitting by his bed begging him not to leave me. Couldn't do this without him. So life was tipped upside down pretty quick. So in October, Hudson actually got admitted to the Janeway. So at one point, Hunter and Hudson were just down the hallway from each other on the surgery ward. So I used to go back and forth from room to room. Hudson was very, very sick when we left and went to IWK for his heart surgery. He was actually in heart failure, so we got admitted as soon as we got there. They didn't think he was going to survive the surgery. There was a possibility he might not survive. They braced me for months, and he did. He was a miracle. He's amazing. He was a fighter. He's just like his brother. 13 days later, we were back on a plane, back here to Newfoundland. His breathing was remarkable when he came out of surgery. Hudson always had his tongue out of his mouth before he had his open heart surgery. He couldn't suck on a pacifier, and he just couldn't breathe and do two things at once. He couldn't gain weight at all. He's more happy, he's alert, he's nosy, wants to see and do everything. Hunter kind of had a lull when I went, so they started physiotherapy and all that when I was gone. He couldn't hold his head up. He had to have a neck brace on to do anything. When I came back and they brought him in my room, and he just started to weep because I was back. And it was almost like you seen this sense of relief come off his face because I was his security blanket. I was here with him every day, day and night. So, and after that, it was just, he moved mountains. Come on, Hunter. Do it for Mom. Good job. Good job. Look at that right leg. There wasn't much hope for Hunter. They didn't think he would walk again. Here he is, 6 months later. He's walking, talking, feeding himself, doing everything on his own, fully independent, and back to school for half days, which is something I didn't even think he would do this year. So with the brainstem injury, his brain had to pretty much rewire itself and teach him how to do everything all over again.
This is my workout, not Hunter's.
Hudson and Hunter definitely got each other through this. Hunter thrived off Hudson. He would want to hold Hudson, so as soon as I would walk in his room with his arms were out, he wanted Hudson. They have such a connection. Hudson lights up when he hears his voice. He looks up at him like, you're my everything. My experience with the Janeway is something out of this world. Don't think I would have ever survived without the Janeway. Not having all my kids together was the hardest. Trying to live two separate lives. I was out here with two very sick kids, two kids home, nurses, doctors, other parents staying here. They literally all became your family. They were just your biggest support system. And they cared for your kids like they were their own. The love that they showed them, all the nurses and doctors here will always hold a special place in our heart. They kind of personalize their care to each patient. They'll always ask Hunter what his goals are, and they'll kind of work with them towards that.
Send out dark feather.
Dark feather? Blue charm hair wing. I got a blue charm hair wing on the go.
I got a blue charm hair wing on the go.
Good job.
It's a truly amazing hospital.
Well, what another incredible story of strength and resilience. And now we're just thrilled to be able to welcome Hudson, Hunter, Megan, and big sister Haley. Thank you so much for joining us. Hello, little angel. Mom, I want to ask you, we just saw that incredible story, and I know for you at times the future was uncertain. What does it mean now to see Hunter and Hudson and where they are today?
They're truly miracles. They wouldn't have done it without the Janeway staff and the rehabilitation. It's just amazing to see what goes on and all the equipment that gets used for the kids. So it's endless, really, to say the least. They move mountains for my children.
It's incredible. Yeah. Thank you so much.
And Haley, what was it like when your brothers finally came home?
I was really excited to have them all home again.
Less peace and quiet, though, maybe?
Yeah.
And, what would you like donors to know about the impact that they've had on a family like yours?
Your donations mean more than anything to families like mine. For instance, Hunter couldn't walk. Hunter had no mobility, so he was the very first kid to use this e-pacer to get him back to walking, and that's really what got him to where he is today.
That's amazing. That's incredible.
From tiny babies to teenagers, Hudson and Hunter's story is a powerful reminder of why donor support matters. Donations help ensure that Janeway has the equipment needed for care of every child who walks through the doors. Now we're going to hear a little bit from Labrador City.
Welcome to Labrador West. I am Belinda Adams, and I have had the privilege and honor to be hosting the Telethon, Janeway Telethon, right here in Labrador West this year. We will be sharing Janeway stories and Janeway fundraising stories and what happens right here. As we all know, it takes a village, and we have a village up here in Labrador West to make that happen. So give generously And you'll see us in the stories of Labrador West, how this community comes together with the biggest heart, opens up their purses, and helps it for the sake of the children.
Welcome back to the phone bank. We just had a lot of noise back here. We want to keep that going. Make sure you call 709-777-4502 or 1-855-777-4502 to donate. And through the Miracle Home program, our friends at RE/MAX Eastern Edge donate for every home sold to help support Janeway children and families across Newfoundland and Labrador.
And so with that, with RE/MAX Eastern Edge, we have Joe Wells all the way in from Clarenville. Yeah. Beautiful Clarenville. Thanks for making the journey down.
No worries.
Spending a few days in town for this. And this is what has brought us all here, of course. And you're hearing the question a lot, why? And it's a very simple question, but it's an important one. So what's yours?
So why support the Janeway? I guess really it's just been a special place for so many people over the years. Every realtor really loves getting behind this project. We really just want to help out as much as we can in our own little way. So it's such a great cause. It's a no-brainer.
The last time we had the button pushed, we revealed over $80,000, and every single one of these checks that is flipped, of course, goes into that. And all weekend long, we're going to see it go up and up and up.
Great.
So to that, let's see how up.
This year is $4,200.
Fantastic.
Amazing. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much, Joe, and RE/MAX Eastern Edge. And the Janeway treats more than just illness. It supports growth, development, and resilience, and your donations fuel that mission. We're on to Gander.
Right now, I'm joined by someone who's been a regular on the telethon for more than a decade, Nathan Roberts, or as you may know him, Newfie Nate. Love the name. Nathan, tell us about Extra Life and how it got started.
Extra Life is a gaming charity. How it got started was a little girl in the States. She was in the hospital, and somebody at a local radio station, they were doing their like telethon kind of thing, and he decided he wanted to help one of the kids, and he went and helped this girl named Victoria, and she ended up getting just an absolute load of games and wanted to do something nice for the rest of the kids in the hospital, and ended up taking games out around to everybody, and yeah, that's how it all got started.
It's truly amazing. So what's your message to inspire viewers, young and old, who love to play games, to fundraise for Extra Life?
Gaming is for everybody. It doesn't matter if you're a child, if you're in a senior citizen's home, you play bingo in there, you play some cards in there. So anything that you consider a game, you can even do like a fishing derby. Everything can be considered a game, and you can raise money through that. So take the chance, raise some money, and help some kids.
Absolutely inspiring. And I thank you so much. The Janeway kids are lucky to have you in their corner for so many years. Keep up the great work. Now, if you too want to have some fun playing games and just having fun at home while raising money on the web, visit extra-life. That's extra-life.org, and that'll get you started.
Welcome back once again to the social media desk, and keep those stories coming in. You can share them with us on social media at Janeway Foundation, or by email to janewayfoundation@gmail.com for a chance to be featured. We're going to bring you some of those stories now on our screen this evening. And Diana, if you want to read this first from Callie Pilgrim.
All right. Callie was born with an intestinal malformation, a life-threatening condition that resulted in the loss of nearly half of her small intestine. She relied on a feeding tube until the age of 3. Callie was a Janeway Miracle Child in 2015, and today she is a thriving and social 12-year-old who is keeping pace with her peers.
That's wonderful to hear. Thank you very much for that story about Callie Pilgrim. Next, we have a story about Niles Roberts. At just 1 day old, Niles was diagnosed with a birth defect and was then airlifted from Corner Brook to the Janeway Children's Hospital, where he spent the first week of his life in the neonatal ICU. Over the last 3.5 years, Niles has returned for checkups and most recently a surgery, which resulted in another week-long hospital stay. We are happy to report that Niles is thriving and recovering very well from his surgery. Our family is beyond grateful for the wonderful care we always receive at the Janeway. Thank you very much for that story as well. Diana?
All right, this story is from Owen Bolt. Shortly after birth at Buren Hospital, Owen's medical team knew something wasn't right. Thanks to virtual consultations with the Janeway, they were able to keep him stable until he could be transferred to St. John's. Within hours of arriving at the Janeway, he had a diagnosis and plans were made to save his life. The Janeway didn't just save our son's life, they changed our family's lives forever. Thank you for everything you have done and continue to do for children and families across Newfoundland and Labrador.
That's wonderful. Thank you for that story about Owen Bolt. Once again, keep those stories coming on social media at Janeway Foundation or by email to janewayfoundation@gmail.com. Diana?
Behind every story from the Janeway, there are dedicated healthcare teams and the equipment they rely on every day. Here's how your support is helping meet some of the hospital's greatest needs this year.
I'm the director of the Janeway Children's Health and Rehabilitation Center, and I'm responsible for overseeing all of the services that we provide here, from the NICU to the operating rooms to our community-based programming and the Children's Rehabilitation Center for all of the children of this province. I oversee a team of dedicated staff and physicians who make sure that our tiniest patients get the care that they need every day. Every year, to prepare for the telethon, our team of physicians and staff come forward with a list of things that they need to provide the most advanced care possible to the children of this province. This year, we're focusing in on the emergency department, diagnostic imaging, as well as our operating rooms, to fundraise for pieces of equipment that we need to make sure that we're able to provide the most up-to-date care possible to the children of the province. We can't do that without your generous donations and support, and we can't thank you enough for what you bring to the healthcare for children of this province.
To our audience and to our families that are listening, we need your support. We have a lot of families across Newfoundland and Labrador that need mental health support, and any donation is a valuable contribution. Thank you.
Welcome back inside Studio 107. Of course, we like to call this the Janeway set, the phone bank, and I'm joined by a couple of very important people because they are with the St. John's International Airport. How many of us have traveled through there recently in the last number of years? We love them. They're our friends, and we just need to get some great weather to bring more visitors here, but I think it's getting very busy. So can you tell me not just about travel, but that we love talking about, but more about why you want to support the Janeway? Oh, sorry, I apologize. Give me your name.
It's Dennis Hogan.
Dennis Hogan, and we have
Cameron Spinney.
Cameron has an important job too, so we're going to get to Cameron in a second, and he'll do. So, Dennis, maybe you could tell us why it's so important to be involved, to be here today.
Well, our support for the Janeway Foundation really is something that was very special to the employees at the St. John's International Airport, and it was really driven by the team, and they wanted to continue to support the good work that's done each and every year. And on a more personal note, I've become involved with the foundation board for the Janeway in the last year or so, so I've even gotten to learn more about the need that the telethon and all the fundraising that the foundation does, how critical it is to support children and their families throughout the province, and we are just delighted to be part of the event today.
Absolutely. You know, something that we've been hosting the telethon for a number of years, many years, and something it didn't dawn on me for a while was that at an adult's hospital, you might have a couple of different sizes of things, of equipment. For children, you need multiple sizes of things.
You do, and that's one of the areas that the team specializes in at the Janeway Foundation, is ensuring that the Janeway is properly equipped with equipment that is often quite smaller than it would be in a hospital where adults are being treated, and to see that need being met by all of the volunteers and the people who contribute to the telethon and all the other fundraising events that happen throughout the year. It's just such a delight to see it happen.
Absolutely. So you did bring a check with you. Cameron has the check, and I believe, Cameron, your big job is to flip the check.
Yes, that it's an important job. I get to be the one here to flip the check, but it was the employees that raised this money. So.
And we should tell people that you've actually been manning the phones too for a while, and you were kept pretty busy.
Yeah, I was kept very busy. I got to ring the bell on my second call, so that was exciting. Yeah. So lots of great calls, lots of great stories, and hearing about the impact that the Janeway has across the province. Yeah.
Well, let's flip that check.
All right, here we go.
So we have $5,525 from St. John's Airport Authority. Thank you both so very much for being here and for this wonderful donation, and I'm sure we'll be seeing you again soon.
Okay, thank you.
When our community comes together, incredible things can happen for kids. Let's go over to Gander.
I'm here today with Jeff Chalk. Jeff fundraises annually through a Children's Miracle Network fundraising program called Extra Life. Jeff, can you tell us how long you've been fundraising and what inspires you to do more?
I've been fundraising for the last 2 years on my Twitch channel, playing games through through challenges and incentives through RPG games. What inspires me to do more is actually there's streamers I've been friends with who has similar events, and I chose the Janeway as a fundraiser because I spent a bit of time at the Janeway actually when I was a baby, so that's what inspires me to do more with it.
Can you tell us a little bit more about your fundraisers and how the community comes together to support you?
Yep. I've been streaming now for the last 5 years. The community has come together. They come in basically like I announce the event. I start planning usually around this time of the year and put it out for challenges and incentives that I'm playing through, and that gets them excited to come in and donate. And I go through the whole month of September, going through as many games and challenges as I can, and they're excited for it.
Amazing. So if you want to have fun playing games at home or on the web, you can visit extralife.org to get started.
Thank you, Gander. In case you missed it, you can learn more about Extra Life at extralife.org. Now we have some presentations to share. When it comes to fundraising, the team at Bonavista Pharma Choice is all in. Each year, they sell candy bags, 50/50 tickets, gift basket tickets, whole jeans days, and collect donations from their customers. They're supporting Telethon this year with an incredible donation of $3,463. Thank you to all the staff and customers. Here's the LKT project from Norris Arm. Logan, Kaylee, and Thomas started fundraising in 2023 because after watching the telethon, they wanted to give back and help other children. Thomas, the youngest, spent a week in the Janeway soon after he was born, receiving special care. The family would like to thank everyone who donated. For close to 30 years, the team at Marystown Hotel and Convention Center has been showing Janeway kids how much they care. They raise funds by recycling and holding a fall fair in support of the community organizations like the Janeway. This year, their donation, an incredible $2,000. Thank you. Keep the donations coming. Over to the phone bank.
And we are here with the Coffin family who made a long trip here to be at the telethon from all the way from St. Anthony. So this is your second telethon now, correct?
Second in-person appearance, yep.
Excellent. So who do we have here?
Keaton.
Cindy.
Charlotte.
Thomas.
Thomas, excellent.
All right, so we just heard from St. Anthony, and Cindy comes from Nameless Cove originally. The Iceberg Festival going on right now up your way. So
Iceberg Festival in St. Anthony.
We got to get you back for that because that sounds like an absolute time. But to that, again, we've asked the question why a lot here this evening, but you've made the journey down. That's one of the longest drives on the island to make, and it's the second time you've made the drive, but the fourth time you as a family have fundraised. Why?
So both Caden and Charlotte were born premature. So they helped us out a lot. So we returned the favor. We've done it for the past 4 years. We do a Halloween party. So it's a lot of fun, and they seem to enjoy it, and the kids in our area enjoy it too. So that's why we do it, to help out.
I hear it's a lot of fun. So tell me what makes it a lot of fun.
So actually the past couple of years we've had the Sanderson sisters from Hocus Pocus show up, and they make an appearance, and They bring their spooky books and their spooky antics, and we have loot bags and treats and lots of fun. Hey.
And what did you dress up for this year, Caden?
Do you remember?
No, I forgot.
That's okay. Does Dad remember?
I don't.
Hilarious. All good. Well, I'll tell you what we do know. And we know that we've got a check here that we've got to flip over and show everyone at home just how well the Coffin family did. You ready, Caden?
I'm so
All right, let's do it, buddy.
Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Flip her over.
Oh, wow.
Wow. And how much do we have there, Ryan?
I think I read 2,840. That's a heck of a Halloween party, Coffin family. Well done.
Oh, wow. Awesome job. So let's head to the Janeway to hear from a family who knows firsthand about how your donation supports the care at the Janeway.
Thank you, and we're joined by some familiar faces. So great to see you guys again. We spent a lot of time together last year, our 2025 Champion Child family. Can you just tell us a little bit about, what this has all meant to you so far this year?
It has been an extraordinary experience. Both Xander and Lyndon. Unfortunately, Lyndon is going through a little bit right now with his epilepsy, so he's unable to join us. With Lyndon's health, it's always a journey. I'll just put it that way. But this whole experience has been nothing short of amazing.
And how proud are you when you look at your kids and how far they've come?
I could cry, honestly, and I do cry. They make me so proud every day. The strength, the resilience that they have, they're my heroes.
That's amazing.
Xander, can you tell me a little bit about what you've been up to since retiring from your role?
I'm a bit rusty at this, I will say. So I've just been
playing basketball.
Yeah, doing that, playing
Soccer.
soccer and all that, and been having fun. Picked up on guitar. I'm learning some new songs on it.
Maybe you'll be performing next year on this stage.
Who knows?
Yes, you never know. That would be amazing. Well, we want to thank you guys so much for joining us this evening, and it's so nice to see you again.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much.
It's also been a pleasure. Thank you.
Xander, you want to introduce a story for us?
For families like ours, the Janeway is more than just a hospital. It's a place that built kids. Here's a closer look at what makes the Janeway so special.
Pediatric care starts with the right tools, life-saving equipment, advanced technologies, and specialized teams who work with children every day. Donor support helps make that possible, but caring for children is about more than medicine alone. It's also about helping children feel safe, understood, and supported while they receive that care. And that's where something simple but powerful comes in. Play.
With therapeutic recreation, play is the core of everything we do. Through arts, games, and physical activity, children can express their feelings with the words they may not have, while also building communication, coordination, and problem-solving skills. To us, this is therapy. To children, it's just being a kid and having fun.
But at the Janeway, play is more than just fun. It's patient-centered care.
So in occupational therapy, we say that play is the main occupation of childhood, or it's the job of a child. For us, occupation is anything you do to occupy your time. It's what's important to you, and we really utilize play here in our therapy. It's how children perceive the world. It's how they are motivated to move, motivated to reach, to handle things, to engage with things. It's how they learn, it's how they explore.
For a child, a hospital can feel overwhelming. New people, new spaces, new experiences. Play helps ensure that children are calm and receptive to the care they are receiving. Through equipment and imagination, children can explore what's happening around them.
May I have your attention, please? Hobbs, please go to J4 Medicine. Hobbs, please go to J4 Medicine.
In pediatric care, we care for children anywhere from babies to teenage years, and each child has a different way of understanding. Sometimes we have to be a little creative in how we explain medical procedures and about medical equipment in a way to make it more familiar and how the kid can relate to that item. For example, a doll with a feeding tube. It demonstrates what the tube looks like, and it makes the experience less intimidating for the child and their families.
Play doesn't just make hospital visits easier for kids. It's part of what makes children's health care different. When children feel calm and engaged, their anxiety is reduced, tests are easier to complete, treatments are less stressful.
In medical imaging, working with children comes with unique challenges. It takes the right equipment and special environment to get the information we need. From the under the seat theme at our CT scanner to the much needed MRI goggles, to reduce sedation and increase patient comfort, we can keep our children calm and get them back to being kids.
Supporting play means creating spaces where children feel comfortable from the moment they arrive. Through the Janeway Foundation's beautification projects, areas throughout the hospital are being transformed with calming colors, welcoming artwork, and child-friendly designs. These thoughtful spaces help create a warm and welcoming environment, reduce stress for young patients and their families, and allow children to focus on healing.
When kids come into the cardiology clinic, it's, in most cases, kids are going to be having a number of investigations done as part of their care. And so if they can come into the clinic in a cool and comfortable fashion and they're relaxed, then it just helps us obtain more reliable imaging, for example, on their echocardiograms or tracings on their ECGs to help us make the best decisions we can for them as a team moving forward with their care.
Play helps make that possible. At the Janeway, play isn't separate from care. It's part of healing. And thanks to your donations, children facing some of life's hardest moments can still find the courage to be brave.
Thank you for helping kids like us be brave.
Welcome back to the phone bank, and we've got some friends from TD Bank here. TD has been helping support the Children's Miracle Network for 20 years and helping to support children's health right here in Newfoundland and Labrador. We're joined by Catherine and Will. And before you ask, yes, I checked. Will is a Leafs fan. Go Leafs, go. Catherine, what are some of the ways that TD teams across Newfoundland and Labrador have been fundraising this year?
For sure. So one of the things that makes me so proud to work for TD is how we're supported to give back directly to our local community. And so the check we're presenting today is a result of direct payroll contributions from our local employees.
Excellent. So what keeps employees so passionate about supporting the Janeway?
So I would say TD employees love to give back to our community, but the Janeway specifically, as Newfoundlanders and Labradorians, we know that the Janeway touches all of us, all of our families. Of course, I'm a mom. I'm really proud to have Will here with me today. And so as a mom, I see the Janeway's impact on my own family through every stage of my children's lives. And so it's so important for us to support because we're so thankful that the Janeway is there for us when we need them most.
Excellent. So, Will, you're excited to show us your check now, aren't you? Yeah. So you want to give that a flip for us?
Right, here we go.
Wow.
Woo! That's amazing.
That is awesome.
$31,287 from our friends at TD.
Wow. And thank you so much, TD staff. But now we're up with some more presentations.
12-year-old Emily Tansley was born very early at just 28 weeks and spent her first 2 months in the NICU at the Janeway. For the past 10 years, Emily and her mom have baked cookies for family and friends in return for donations to the Telethon. This year, the Emily Tansley Project is excited to share that they have raised $560, bringing their total to more than $5,000. Emily and her family would like to say a big thank you to the wonderful doctors and nurses in the NICU and to everyone who has supported their fundraising over the years. This is 12-year-old Scarlett from Pilley's Island. This year marks the 12th year her family has raised money for the Janeway. Her family says the doctors, nurses, and medical teams at the Janeway have helped Scarlett become the strong girl she is today. They are our heroes.
We are so thankful that Janeway is there to give the best care to children all across our province. Scarlett would also like to say a big thank you to everyone who has supported her fundraising over the years.
Welcome back to the Janeway. I'm just here looking for my next guest. I don't know if anyone can help me. There they are. I have Janeway kid Emma. She is so lovingly enjoying her Fruit Loops there, and her mom Mariana. Mariana, can you tell us about your Janeway journey?
Yeah, so this is Emma. She's 6. She's nonverbal, autistic. She requires support, and she has a rare chromosome deletion. There are only 70 individuals worldwide sharing this. Yeah, and Janeway plays a crucial role in our family. What we realize, it's not just a place where you, in a hospital, it feels like a place where children belong. So over the years, Emma has been receiving occupational therapy, speech-language therapy, genetic assessment, developmental assessment, and we still have a support from a team of incredible professionals and genetic team right after her being diagnosis.
Yep. Amazing. I think she likes the camera.
Mariana, can you tell me just about some of the challenges of navigating a rare diagnosis like Emma's?
Probably the hardest thing is not knowing what the future will look like. Having the kid with such a rare condition where only a few people share in the world, sometimes it feels impossible to find answers to the questions you have. So you as a parent become a researcher your own. You look for answers, you try to find everything you can and connect with other families around the world. But most importantly, what Emma has taught us is to celebrate victories and recognize progress, no matter how small it can seem. And she's working really hard for every skill. And we are really proud of her making this progress.
Well, Emma is so lucky to have such an incredible mom like you. And we really want to keep those donations coming. And we want to thank you guys for being with us today and to be able to support children from all across Newfoundland and Labrador in need. And now we're going to check out what's happening in Gander.
We are back here in Gander with 2 of the top fundraisers for Extra Life in Newfoundland and Labrador. So Jeff and Newfie Nate, thanks for coming back and joining us.
Now, Nate, you have a personal family connection to the Janeway. Can you tell us about that?
I do. So I had a sister that was born 3 years before me. She was born with pneumonia. She only lived for 14 hours. My mom never got to meet her. Only a couple family members did. Janeway was on their way to get her when she passed away. So the reason I do all this fundraising is so that other families don't have to go through what we've went through, and so other kids can have their big brothers and big sisters that I never had the chance to have. So
now, between the 2 of you, you've raised an awful lot of money. Hannah, let's get the individual totals, then we'll flip the check.
Yeah, so Jeff, tell us, how much did you raise?
Month of September in 2025, I raised about $3,170 Canadian.
And Nate, how about you?
I do the entire year and raised just over $5,000.
Okay, before everybody adds it up, let's flip the check.
Let's take a look. A total of $15,647. Amazing work.
And there you have it, just raising money. Every dollar counts. You 2 can be a part of it. Consider donating. Every cent counts.
Thank you, Newfie, Nate, and Jeff for presenting on behalf of all extra lifers in Newfoundland and Labrador. Together, you're leveling up for kids like us across our province. Hey, Carly, did you know that some kids spend their birthdays and even Christmas at the Janeway? The staff try really hard to get kids home whenever they can, but if they can't, they make those days special with a little celebrations.
They really do. We are lucky to have such awesome staff caring for kids. Did you know doctors and nurses sometimes use stuffed animals and toys to explain medical procedures?
I did. My family actually learned how to care for Lyndon's G-tube using a doll and teddy bear.
Wow, care for kids is really different.
And can't forget our little friend Priya. She has a doll that looks just like her.
It sure does. And coming up is another chance to double your impact thanks to a generous sponsor.
Tony, Marie, and Grace, over to you in the phone bank to tell us more.
Welcome back. We are here at the phone bank, and usually I can tell you that the phones are ringing. It's almost a little distracting, but we enjoy it. But it's not that distracting right now. People in the phone bank are bored. And why are they bored? Because they want to speak with you and you're not calling yet. So please call 709-777-4502 or 1-855-777-5402. Or, if you'd rather, you can just text the word Janeway to 45678 to donate $20. We want to see every single person with speaking to someone, because it's not like you don't have to hold the phone up to your head anymore like years ago. But they want to see everyone speaking. You're not speaking to anyone. Why should they call you?
To donate. It's such a good cause for the children and for the Janeway.
Absolutely. What's your name?
Hannah.
Hannah. Call Hannah. By the end of this segment, I want to see Hannah speaking to somebody. And a big donation, too. You want to ring some cowbell, too, right? Absolutely. So the reason we are here right now, though, is to recognize the incredible support of Atlantic Grocery Foundation, which is a charitable organization dedicated to supporting the mental and nutritional well-being of children and youth across Atlantic Canada.
Now, in its 27th year, the foundation continues to make a tremendous impact through its annual grocery gala. And this year, they're generously donating to the Janeway with a remarkable donation of $75,000.
Holy moly. Well, the foundation is also sponsoring the Kevin Connors Miracle Match in honor of Kevin Connors, an original founding board member whose leadership and dedication has helped raise listen to this, Grace, nearly $2 million for the Janeway over the years. We would like to thank the Atlantic Grocery Foundation and, of course, Kevin for their extraordinary commitment to Janeway children and their families.
It's time to double your impact.
Act. Sorry.
Let's start the clock. Ryan, Steven, and Matt, over to you.
All right, thank you very much. We want to get these phone lines going. We've got our very special friend Matt right here, one of the funniest people Newfoundland and Labrador has to offer.
Wow.
And Matt, I'm sure you were watching backstage as Ryan Harding and I were chugging hot sauce.
I was. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's get these phone lines going. 709-777-4502. We've got Ryan Harding here standing by as
He looks
well. Ryan,
good.
How are you feeling?
That was tough.
It was.
And the worst part was, I don't know, whatever way I swigged it, I think some got like up under the nose, the bridge.
It's brutal.
Burning still.
Yeah.
But all for the kids,
All
right?
for
So
the
get
kids.
it going. We get enough raised here. We'll do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I should mention that we do have some hot sauce left.
We're
and,
back.
Matt, it's all for the kids, so you legally can't say
Listen,
no.
I'm from Gander. I have a lot of experience with spice. I had parsley for the first time at age 24, and I thought that was a bit much.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
We've got, again, Dollarama's finest here.
Oh, wow.
Hot
Splurging.
sauce,
All the
and-
money goes to the kids.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. No, we're really cutting
Not
costs this
blowing
year
any money on the
our
hot sauce budget. That's good. It's the right way to do it.
Once again, we want to get those phone lines going. 709-777-4502 or toll free 1-855-777-4502. If not, only for us to be drinking some more hot sauce.
I think that's why I'm here for this one. I think I'm just brought up as the hot sauce guy. But we'll take it. It's all good. So you rifled off those numbers pretty good. That's impressive, to be fair.
I've been doing radio for a
voice,
very long time.
He's got a golden voice, one of the best voices in the province and one of the funniest voices in the province. No better time than now to call in, folks.
Absolutely, yes. Matt, what's your favorite hot sauce?
My favorite hot sauce, probably ketchup.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do it for me.
Yeah, this is a Scotia hotter. We've got
Nova Scotia?
No, 4 to 5 habaneros down here. I think that's generous.
Okay, yeah, all
Our
right.
time is up. Thank you very much. We've got so many phone lines going right now. Thank you so much to the Grocery Foundation as well, and thank you to Matt for being here.
You're very welcome.
It's only fair.
For the kids.
It's way better the second time.
It's not.
It's not at all.
Are you sure?
We want to take a moment now to say thank you with a very special story here on the Janeway Telethon. Once again, keep those phone lines going, 709-777-4502.
Without all the donors and supporters, we wouldn't be able to get new equipment for the technology that all kids need.
We are joined by some adorable fundraisers here at the Janeway. Can you tell us why you decided to fundraise for the Janeway?
Because my brother Rowan has Wolf-Hirschhorn syndrome, and he's really special to me, and I just wanted to do it for my brother.
That's amazing. What a good sister.
What a great sister. And can you guys tell us how you raised this money?
We did a bake sale for the Janeway.
Oh, awesome. What kind of stuff did you bake?
All types of stuff. Cookies, cupcakes,
Banana bread.
Banana bread.
That sounds like all the best kind of stuff you could have at a bake sale. Now, are we ready to see how much money you guys were able to raise? Yeah. Okay, why don't we flip that check? Amazing.
Wow,
$1,075.
Congratulations. That's an awesome job, and thank you so much. Sierra is supporting her brother, as she said, and kids across Newfoundland and Labrador, and you can too. Make your donation today.
Thank you so much, girls. That's an incredible job. And now we're going to check in with Dave in Corner Brook.
Welcome back to Corner Brook as we continue on with the Janeway from the West Coast and right here in the atrium of our beautiful City Hall. This time around, I have two young ladies from here in Corner Brook. We have Amelia Dakins and Evelyn Brazel. And these are two besties, right?
Yeah.
And what better thing to do than two besties to work on some kind of a project to raise money for a very worthwhile cause. So, Evelyn, why did you decide to do something for the Janeway?
We felt we wanted to help people, and we learned about Janeway in school, so we thought that it would be a nice idea to raise some money for them.
Do you know of anybody, any friends or family members who have had to use the Janeway, or is it just a project you wanted to do?
Well, we do have a couple friends who were born there and stuff like that.
Now, Amelia, your project, tell us a little bit. Well, first of all, show off to everybody out there what you've got in your hand here. You made a nice little poster. So who did this?
Me and Evelyn both made one poster.
Yeah, nice. So, what did you do to raise money?
We told our friends, and they were very happy to donate, and neighbors.
There was no torture involved or anything like that. They did it because they wanted to do it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's good. That's good. So did you just, through your school or through the neighbors or through your family? Who did you reach out to?
Through the neighbors.
Okay, that's nice. Well, perfect. All right. Now, let's find out what you raised for the kids at the Janeway. And say it nice and loud, the two of you. Here we go.
We raised $217.70.
Excellent. Woo! Good job. Good job. Keep up the good work, and we're proud to have you on board as another team that's raising money for our Janeway kids.
Welcome back. Well, at the Janeway, care goes beyond medicine. It's about helping children build confidence, discover their strengths, and to continue being kids even during difficult times.
Ukrainian Youth of Newfoundland and Labrador shares that same spirit, creating opportunities for young people to connect and share their talents through music, culture, community, and involvement.
And today they're joining us in support of Janeway kids and their families across Newfoundland and Labrador. Here are the Ukrainian Youth of Newfoundland and Labrador.
si привезе, як насточка бувала, бувала, вся діброва палала, і дівки гасити, цебром воду носити, скільки в цебриці водиці, стільки в дівках правдиці, скільки в решеті водиці, стільки в хлопцях правдиці.
My life before my diagnosis was definitely very difficult. I couldn't eat a meal with my family. I could not deal with the chewing or the scraping of the forks. I'd be in class and I'd be the only one fidgeting and rocking in my seat. I'd just pause for a second, I'd look around, and I'm like, I'm so embarrassed because everyone else is just sitting still and I can't seem to get that.
Zuleika, I found, was a very quiet child. I did find that, when she went to school, all her report cards came home that she was quiet, she was cooperative. We actually started to see quite a bit of a difference as she evolved in her age. It was quite scary because she was lonely. She never got to experience really what it was to be as a child.
I got diagnosed with ADHD, generalized anxiety disorder, specifically with panic attacks, and autism spectrum disorder. I looked like a teenage girl on the outside, but I felt like an alien on the inside. It was like I came from another planet and no one else related to me or no one else could understand how I was feeling at all. Summer of 2024, I got in a really bad situation and I was struggling with suicide attempts, suicidal thoughts, and self-harm, and that's when I decided that I really needed help.
First had a chance to meet Zuleika back in 2024, and certainly based on some of the challenges that came up as part of her referral, major challenges around worry, anxiety, we were able to kind of then put in place the appropriate referrals for her, inclusive of the referral to occupational therapy for that transformative work that she managed to do with our colleague in occupational therapy, Don Walsh.
When I first came into this room, I was very excited. There was a bunch of activities and a bunch of items that were very good for sensory-seeking individuals. I did not know the Janeway had a room like this. As soon as I realized after the confusion, I was like, oh my goodness, I need to stay in here.
I found that the biggest thing when you do find support for an individual, your therapists, and you really need to make a connection with them. And I found that as soon as she had meetings with them, she both connected very, very easily to each other, which was fantastic.
It was like two wires connected and made electricity. I finally understood why I was feeling the way I felt, and it was really relieving.
So the Safe and Sound protocol is available through the Unite app. The app makes it possible for Zuleika and others to use it at home at their own pace and within their own time schedules, which is great because it makes it way more accessible.
I do know that I'm very, very proud of you, and I do know that how far you've come is because you are willing, you're able, and you're continuing to be able to work on this every day. She'll call me and say, having a great day, Mom. I'll get a little text saying, having a great day on her lunchtime, or she'll call and say, just having a bit of a struggle, but I got this. And that is worth $1 million to me.
I feel very confident about the road ahead in my life. I am so excited to move on and graduate and just get a really nice job, and I'm going to keep going with social media, and yeah, I'm so excited.
In terms of the Janeway, I think we're so very fortunate to have an entire team of folks across a myriad of different disciplines. Certainly we have the opportunity to work with families and patients to educate them, to position ourselves with them as they kind of navigate perhaps some of the most challenging moments of a child's life.
She's my superpower, because when I realize what she's been through, I realize that she's going places in life. I really and truly do, and it's because of the support that we've received here at the Janeway. I can't give them enough of a thank you for giving her her life back.
Something I would say to another child that is going through a similar situation but hesitant to seek help is seek the help, because the longer you wait for that help, the worse it will get. Anytime, communication is key, and there is help out there no matter what you're going through. My experience at the Janeway has been very beneficial. Your donations have made me the person I am today.
Wow, what a heartwarming story. And it's really meeting the people and putting faces on what the Janeway is that hits home, pulls at the heartstrings. I'm Jesse Sterling. You're watching the Janeway Telethon on NTV, Canada's Superstation. And let me set the scene of what's going on right now. Why are we doing this? It's the best and highest use of media. We are working together to raise money for the local children's hospital in Newfoundland and Labrador called the Janeway. And this money goes to helping our kids. And it's the beautiful, beautiful moment every year when the whole province comes together, Newfoundlanders and Labradorians helping each other. And we do a great job of that. We do a great job of taking care of each other. And is the last family-run TV station in the world. My dad, President and CEO Scott Sterling, is glued to the screen right now watching the telethon. He'll be in tomorrow. But we just want to say on behalf of our family, the Sterling family, thank you. There's a cowbell. We love to hear that. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for donating. We appreciate it so incredibly much. So on behalf of NTV, our sister station, Oz FM, thank you, thank you, thank you. And Ryan, you have some very important guests with you right now as we're getting close to total time.
I sure do. So thank you, Jesse, and thank you to Caden and Charlotte, who are joining us once again from beautiful St. Anthony. I hear that 9-year-old Caden and 6-year-old Charlotte goes to White Hills Academy. Go Coyotes. Would you like to say hello to all the friends back home?
Hello.
All right, so just so all the friends back home know exactly what we have on our hands here, it's a very, very, very important job. So we're going to put our hands out here, and when we count down from 5, the hands are going to come down, and behind you we're going to see a huge number. And we saw that you guys flipped a check a little bit earlier, so that's where that goes. So when we see that big number, know that you two and the Coffin family were such a big part of that. So thank you, and with that, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Great job, great job.
Whoa!
$262,157.
We're getting there.
Absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Janeway Telethon. And we want to keep those phones ringing. We want to hear more cowbell. We got to have more cowbell. 709-777-4502 or toll free 1-855-777-4502.
You're watching the Janeway Telethon live on Canada's Superstation, NTV.
Carly had more than just a hole in her heart. She had coarctation of her aorta.
Raymond was born a little bit early at 25% kidney function.
He couldn't move his legs, so we brought him up, and
That's when the neurologist said he had a stroke.
So Hudson was born and he had AVSD repair, which meant he was going to need to have open heart surgery. There was a possibility he might not survive. And then my son Hunter had an accident. 2 shoulder bones broken, collarbones broken, and he suffered from a TBI injury.
I got diagnosed with ADHD, generalized anxiety disorder, specifically with panic attacks, and autism spectrum disorder.
Carly has continued to grow and develop and live a normal life like every other 9-year-old.
Couldn't ask for better people.
They made us feel like family when we were here, for sure. And every single person has got a special spot in our hearts that we're forever grateful and thankful for.
The staff at the Janeway, they're great. They're phenomenal. They really make him feel like he's not a patient, but a person.
The workers at the Janeway were there for me no matter what I needed.
All the nurses and doctors here will always hold a special place in our heart. They kind of personalize their care to each patient. It's a truly amazing hospital.
And welcome back to the Janeway Children's Hospital. We're having such an incredible time at the annual telethon. Me and Kathleen are having so much fun. We've got to see really cute babies, really amazing musicians, and of course, all those donations that keep coming in. And Kathleen, did you know that the telethon is an extra hour this year?
An extra hour?
Yep.
What more do you want? Jam on it. That is amazing. Hopefully an extra hour means extra donations as well. Yes, the Janeway Foundation added an extra hour tonight dedicated to Janeway kids, families, and spectacular staff who go above and beyond for kids every single day.
We often hear many stories about the doctors, nurses, support staff, janitors, and personal service assistants, even furry friends and beyond who make lasting memories with these families here at the Janeway.
Our kids are lucky to have such great people to care for them and continue to donate this weekend. Help give the staff the tools they need to continue to elevate the level of care provided here in Newfoundland and Labrador.
So let's keep those donations coming. And now we're going to hear a special message from this year's champion child, Carly.
Thank you to the Janeway staff for always helping me and making me be a healthy and happy kid I am today.
We're here at the social media desk. I'm NTV's Bailey Howard, and I'm joined by the 2023 champion, Abby. Welcome back, Abby.
Thanks, Bailey. I love the telethon.
I do too, and being on the social media desk is one of my favorite jobs when we're at the telethon, because we see year after year more and more stories flowing in on social media and people sending them in, and we want to encourage people to keep sending in those stories, either by tagging at Janeway Foundation on social media or emailing janewayfoundation@gmail.com. So we'll take a look at some of the stories so far that have been sent in. Does that sound like a good idea?
Yeah.
Awesome. So here we have Connor Matthews' story. Connor was diagnosed with brain cancer in 2025, but is now cancer-free. When radiation finished, it was bittersweet saying goodbye to everyone who had become like family. They even planned a celebration in the recovery room to celebrate the end of radiation. Connor broke down crying in the car on the way home, and then they all started crying, and it was sad to say goodbye to the Janeway. What a nice story, hey?
Yeah.
We also have Addison's story. So Addison Hurley. Addison was diagnosed with stage 3 Burkitt's lymphoma. Since December, she's been undergoing chemotherapy and is almost finished. Our world, the family's world, was turned upside down after her diagnosis, but the Janeway guided us through every step. The Janeway became a place where Addison could still be a child through activities, crafts, and Santa visits. The Janeway team didn't just treat her illness, they cared for her spirit. What a nice story there. Caleb Walburn. So Caleb developed a rare oral infection and was taken to the Janeway due to severe swelling. After undergoing necessary surgery, he spent 4 days sedated and intubated in the PICU, followed by another week on the surgical recovery ward. The Janeway means so much because we know our 2 boys will always receive the best care if needed. The staff there always give 110%, and isn't that right?
Yes.
And so that's some of the lovely stories that we had here so far on the social media desk. Like we said, we want to keep encouraging people to send those stories in by tagging Janeway Foundation on social media or emailing janewayfoundation@gmail.com. Your support helps these kids and so many others.
Like me and the champion kids in the corner.
That's great. So that's all from us at the social media desk right now. And now over to the Kids Corner.
Welcome back to the Janeway Kids Corner. I'm joined by another champion family you might recognize. Tell us about yourselves.
My name is Xavier Rodriguez. I was a previous Janeway champion child a few years ago. After I was diagnosed with Crohn's around 10 years ago, I've been helped by the Janeway every step of the way.
My name is Kai Rodriguez, and I'm Xavier's sister. I've now done the Janeway Telethon for 3 years.
We have some photo presentations to share. Our friends at Clearwater Seafoods care deeply about the Janeway kids and come together each year to donate through payroll deductions. They raised $2,764. Thank you to each and every one of you who has stepped up for our children's hospital again this year.
The Nunavut government has been supporting the telethon for many years and is back with another incredible donation of $3,728 for the Janeway. Thank you to each and every one of you who gives so generously year after year.
Giving Back to Help Others is a Janeway project created last year by 2026 Janeway Miracle Kid, Walker Daw. They fundraise to support the Janeway and kids like Walker. What started as a regular day in Labrador City turned into a helicopter ride and a long stay away from home for Walker and his family. Here's Walker's story.
He went to the babysitter as normal day. And then later on that morning we got a call saying that he fell. And when he fell, it was like he couldn't move his legs, so we brought him up. And
Walker was admitted at the hospital in Lab City. At the time, he was fully paralyzed on his left side. He couldn't move his left leg, his arm. He couldn't talk, and he couldn't even really drink water. In Lab City, he had a CAT scan done, but at the time, nothing showed on the brain as any issues. So at the time, they were treating him first for a seizure.
it was pretty much 2 days before we actually knew what happened. And it was a long, scary 2 days. Well, the hardest part is watching our little boy lie there and not moving and not knowing if he's going to be able to play like a normal kid again. And just sitting there not knowing, like, is he going to be able to grow up? Is he going to be able to walk and talk?
Once we got to the Janeway, then we had the MRI done. They told us that the swelling on the brain had decreased, so then they could see one little black spot, like the size of my pinky, and that's when the neurologist said he had had a stroke. There's really no words to explain it. There's honestly parts of Walker's journey that are kind of a blur because it was like a nightmare. We were here at the Janeway for 38 days before we could go back to Lab City. We were doing speech because we couldn't even really understand words he was saying. We were doing physio, a lot of exercises, and OT. We were here in the Janeway at the gym with Shauna and Christina.
We started walking.
Mm-hmm. Running.
Yeah, he never started walking, he started running. And it was just every day you seen progress, and here he is.
The brain wasn't really switching on for that left side the same way, so You know, we really needed to draw him in on activities that were more reflexive, things that, you know, he didn't have to think about. In order for him to be here and be successful, he needs to be having a good time, right? I mean, this is how kids learn, is through play.
We were back and forth for 2 years, and he was being assessed by the rehab team. It's amazing to see how much a child can bounce back and how quickly.
We need new knowledge all the time on how to better treat these kids and maximize their function. We see a variety of children from the ages of 0 to 18 who have a lot of different diagnoses and different capabilities in their movement. We look at the kids' function, but not just here. We're looking at home, in school, in daycare, in the playground setting. So we need a lot of different sized pieces of equipment, plus we need a lot of different same types of equipment, if that makes sense.
And in June of 2024, he had his last checkup. And that's when he got released from the rehab team. Proud is not even a word. It's one thing that we always said was, don't give up, buddy, don't give up.
He proved us wrong. He plays hockey 3 or 4 times a week.
I mean, the Janeway is a place that you know is always here if you need it. And once we got here with our child and kind of had to live it, I guess, at the time, it was like, wow, like, there's no better place to be.
Couldn't ask for better people.
They made us feel like family when we were here, for sure. And every single person has got a special spot in our hearts that we're forever grateful and thankful for.
Held for the first time in Labrador West this year was a fundraiser called Sweet Treats and Sweeter Hearts, meant to do a dessert night and silent auction, and the Sweeter Hearts is who we do it for, from the Janeway. With me tonight is Abby Windsor and Michaela Rose and her beautiful sweetheart right here, Josiah. So, Michaela, when you came up with the idea to do a fundraiser, can you tell us why dessert night and the action and how it went, and what it means to you to give back to the Janeway?
Yeah, so one of the board members, Victoria Gatehouse, approached all of us, or a couple of us, and asked us if we'd be interested in supporting the Janeway by doing a fundraiser. So we sat down, had a discussion, and we decided that dessert night and silent auction would be a great idea. And like with support from the Wabash Hotel, they were so generous. We were able to find a location fairly easy, and the planning aspect of it, it's a lot of work, but it's so worth it. We need this foundation in our province. We need the Janeway for our children and for families. They do so much for all of us, and it's just so nice to be able to support and have some extra time. And it was really nice because we're all super busy and we're all friends, so it was just an opportunity to just spend some more time together after Christmas when no one wants to do anything.
Fair enough. Abby, is there anything you'd like to add?
Yes, I'm a Janeway mom myself. I've been to the Janeway several times with my daughter. She's since she's been 3 years old, she's been back and forth to the Janeway every 6 months for her eyes. So we're forever grateful to Dr. Batista for seeing us during this time. Also, my son did have to see Dr. Price at one time, and again, we had nothing but the best care when we traveled to the Janeway. I know a lot of people near and dear to my heart that live in the community who also utilize the Janeway all the time. And I think it's really important that we have that and we're able to access that kind of care.
Excellent, I agree. So Sweet Treats, Sweethearts had over 135 guests that had showed up to the event, which was incredible in itself. But I think I can speak to it to say that not only did the businesses step up hardcore to give money or give donations, or they even bought tables to let their employees go. That's the type of thing we do up here in Labrador West. That's the type of thing we do. And even to the point where the schools even donated and different things. It's incredible what you do when you do a fundraiser and you know it's for the Janeway and what it means. And when you talk about your kids going, some of my friends are a bit younger than me, so I look back at my 2 kids who are 26 and 25, and I spent a bit of time at the Janeway with a 4-week-old baby and a 2-year-old at some point with Dr. Price as well. So it's needed here, but how nice would it be to be here? And that's the stuff we always hope for. So raising the funds to take care of kids here in Labrador West is pivotal, and thank you, ladies, and thank you, Victoria Gatehouse, for on the Janeway board for bringing it up to them, and for me as well as being part of it. It was an honor to be a part of that fundraiser, and we did so well. Thank you.
Oh, hello. I'm Jesse Sterling. You're watching the Janeway Telethon on NTV. We sure do appreciate you watching, especially on this beautiful sunny day here in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. And I have just about a minute to talk about my family history and NTV. So NTV was started in 1955 by my grandfather, Jeff Sterling. We were the first TV station east of Montreal and the very first in the world to broadcast 24 hours today. So being live and local, covering the whole island and exporting this beauty of the province of Newfoundland and Labrador all across Canada, that is really the name of the game, reflecting the beauty of this province back unto itself. And the name of the game today is Newfoundlanders and Labradorians helping each other. We're doing it all for the kids. So we love to hear those cowbells ringing. We love the phones ringing. Thank you so much for watching. We never take our audience for granted. Newfoundlanders and Labradorians are so loyal. And the last conversation I ever had with my grandfather, he stressed the importance of community give back and of charity work and taking this honor and responsibility very seriously of giving back to the community. So thank you for allowing us to do that in our small way today. Now we're going to check in with the kids at the Janeway in the Kids Corner.
Welcome back to the Janeway Kids Corner. Earlier today, we had a $10,000 miracle match to help purchase some very tiny but important tools for the emergency room.
A thoracotomy tray contains specialized surgical tools that help doctors quickly reach a child's heart or lungs during a life-threatening emergency.
Having these tools ready means the medical team can act immediately when every second counts.
It's one of the many pieces of equipment the emergency room needs to have available at all times for patients every age and size. We have the baby set. Now we need one for kids like us.
Pediatric trauma cases don't happen every day, but when they do, the right equipment needs to be ready the moment it's needed.
That's why your donation today is important. It helps ensure the Janeway teams have access to the best possible tools.
It's almost time for our next miracle match in the phone bank.
I bet we can raise enough to buy these special tools for the ER.
Let's do it, Newfoundland and Labrador. Over to the phone bank to kick things off.
Hello, welcome back. I'm Rosie Mullally, and I'm here with some very special people. Well, Lori, nice to see you again.
Nice to see you, and look, we're matching too.
I know, right? I got the memo. No, yeah. I really.
We text each other before. Where's your memo to?
Where's your pink, Marius? Come on. Anyway, this is Marius Lindstedt. He's one of our friends from the Labrador Fishermen's Union Shrimp Company, and they're once again showing their incredible support for the Janeway with another generous miracle match. Supporting us from Lansaloo, they've been helping children and families at the Janeway for more than 30 years. Wow, incredible. Marius, why has it been so important for your organization to support the Janeway like this for so long?
Well, in Labrador, we're taught that we support our communities and our people help each other, and that's really what this is about. You know, our shareholders, employees have all sent children and grandchildren to the Janeway, and the Janeway has been there to support us, and this is our way of giving back.
Absolutely, that's wonderful.
And I'm excited to see. So are we ready to do the flipping of the check? All right, and what do we have here?
Wow,
$5,000.
So unbelievable.
Wow.
Awesome, Mary. That's incredible.
Incredible. Thank you so much.
That's incredible.
And your donation today can help protect children from repeated procedures, support smoother recoveries, and give them the chance to return to everyday childhood. So with that being said, let's start the clock, and Matt and Becky, over to you.
Thank you, Lori, Lydia Lovelace. That's right. So I'm here with Matt Wright, who you might know. He's actually a comedian.
I'm back.
Here.
Yes.
He's back.
Happy to be here. It's nice.
Matt, you said that you were going to be joined by somebody else today, I
My
think.
son was going to come, but he fell asleep.
Well, why?
Why?
Yeah.
I don't know. This is right. He's 19. He's tired.
Fair enough. 19-year-olds, yeah. Well, we got to get this party going. Me and Matt
Okay.
have a little something that we're going to do in this
Yes.
2 minutes where we're going to get those donations coming in as soon as possible. So, Matt, you go on the other side of the room, and
Okay.
I got a little job for you.
I love it.
Catch it.
Oh, again. That was a rock.
So close. Your 19-year-old would do so much better. Ow! Okay, farther.
No,
keep
further.
Going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
You're going
Keep
long?
going. Yeah, we're going long. We're going long.
I hate television.
Okay. Your turn.
That was good. That was a goal.
All right, I guess I have to make a fool of myself.
Yeah, do you want me to? Here, let me throw some
All
at
right.
you.
All right, let's do this.
I don't know if they fit. I think the marshmallows are rigged in some
All right,
capacity.
let's do it over next
Seems
to
like
this guy
Thomas
right here.
Amusements. You can't win. Oh my God.
So sorry. Tell the marshmallows are hitting you.
There you go, bud.
All right.
Okay.
How much money are we winning over here?
A lot.
Yeah?
A lot.
How much?
Oh, all kinds.
Who's on the phone?
I was on the phone. We got Ford on the phone, and I got a marshmallow on my computer.
I don't think.
Tell them that I said
Yeah.
they better send some money in.
Well, I'm being told you better send
I agree.
Okay, is he from Corner Brook?
Summerford.
Oh, okay. We like that. We like that.
That's unique.
Tell him Summerford, get your money in. How are we doing over here? Good? Yes? Who are we on the phone with?
It's Mrs. Goodyear.
Mrs. Goodyear. Mrs. Goodyear, keep that money coming in. Instead of getting chips tonight,
Yes.
donate to the Janeway.
Thank you, Mrs. Goodyear. I can see your credit card information. I will be buying things at Costco later with it.
I told you he's a comedian, so don't take anything he
Dead
says serious.
Everyone, whatever you donate,
Well, we're
I
gonna
will be
wrap it
taking
up
your
here, but
information and
keep-
buying stuff.
We're going to wrap it
For
up.
the Janeway.
For the Janeway,
For
yes.
the Janeway.
We are heading to Corner Brook now. Keep those donations coming.
And we're back in Corner Brook as we continue on with this year's edition of the Janeway Telethon. With me right now, two gentlemen representing the Legion in Woody Point. And with me, first of all, is Alan Wilton, who is the president, and also Ken Kennedy, who is the first vice president. Alan, first of all, you guys, your club, you've been involved with contributing to the Janeway for quite a number of years.
Yes, as far back as I can remember. Yeah.
One thing about, we were discussing it before we actually went on air, about smaller communities. It seems like there's something about the interest in doing something for others that is really, really strong in smaller communities, and I know you guys in your area feel the same way.
Yes, in Bombay South and Trout River, I mean, we get a lot of support from the locals. Like, people come out for every fundraiser we have, we're blocked. And it's great. It's just great to see.
It certainly is. Now, where you're, you make a donation every year, but it's not from any particular thing. You sort of have a pot that you draw from, and you make contributions to more than just the Janeway, which is good to see. But I'm going to chat with Ken and find out a bit about how you would come up with some of the funds that you raise.
Well, we're fortunate enough that we have a branch in the community of Woody Point, and it's really the gathering place for the people, the residents of the south side of Bombay, including people of Trout River. We have a bingo weekly there. We have a dart league that operates, and through those things we raise money, and our bar operates 7 days a week. So we generate annual revenues, of which we budget annually for this cause, $1,000 a year, and we're happy to do so.
Okay, excellent. All right, well, on that note, let's unveil the check here and see how much you're going to donate.
$1,000.
Well, thank you so much from the Woody Point Legion, and for the region, that whole region there, we thank you for your continued support of the Janeway.
Thank you so much for everyone who continues to donate. We're back here at the social media desk, myself and Abby. So welcome back, and we're bringing you some stories from all corners of the province, just like we're hearing here on our screen, just from Corner Brook, across Newfoundland and Labrador, some of the many kids that that your donations help to support. So Abby, why don't we take a look at some of the news stories that we have here on the social media desk. Wonderful. So Jason Nolan, my name is Jason. I'm 34 years old. So this is an adult who benefited from the Janeway, who was born with cerebral palsy. While I cannot walk or talk, I do not let that stop me. I'm looking forward to riding in my car in the Southern Classics Antique Car Club in Marystown. Spent a lot of time in the Janeway Rehab Center when I was a Janeway kid, and just want to say thanks for all the great help with the hashtag for all our kids. Let's take a look at the next one, Abby. Wonderful. So Jesse Savory Hines. Jesse was born at 29 weeks and 3 days, weighing only 1 pound and 6 ounces. He spent 118 days in the NICU at the Janeway. Couldn't ask for better treatment. From Dr. Price, who literally saved his life, to the attendant who left me extra towels for my long hair. They always go above and beyond. For that, we will be forever thankful. What a lovely story. And Kenley Powell. Kenley was diagnosed with scoliosis in 2023, and in 2024, an MRI discovered a structural brain condition causing fluid to rest on her spinal cord. She underwent a 6 to 7 hour surgery performed by Dr. Roger Avery and spent a week in the surgery unit. Kenley loved all her nurses, especially Donna. Every shift Donna worked, Kenley would ask if she was working again the next day. So that just goes to show all of the wonderful people who work at the Janeway Children's Hospital. So, let's talk a little bit about how people can donate, Abby.
Donate today. The website and phone number are on your screens.
You heard that here, folks. janewayfoundation.nf.ca or by calling 709-777-4502 to support local kids. Whether it's surgery, trauma, or emotional support, the Janeway is there for families at their scariest time, when they need it most. You make that care possible. So here's a look at what this year's telethon is supporting.
When a child is rushed through the doors of the Janeway emergency room, when a surgeon prepares for a life-changing procedure, or when doctors need clear answers from advanced diagnostic imaging, everything has to be ready. And it has to be ready for a child the size of a newborn or a teenager. Every second matters, every decision matters, and every piece of equipment matters. This year, your Janeway Telethon donations will fund critical equipment across some of our most essential areas of care. In the emergency room, which is the pediatric trauma center for the entire province, where being prepared saves lives. In perioperative and surgical care, where precision changes outcomes for any child that needs an advanced surgery. And in diagnostic imaging, where advanced technology delivers the answers that families are waiting for. And we're not going to let any child wait for that life-saving information. The Janeway is the only pediatric hospital in Newfoundland and Labrador, and your donation helps ensure that when a family hears the words, "We'll take care of your baby," they know that the brilliant healthcare team has the very best tools to do just that. This telethon, we're asking you to stand with Janeway kids like you always do. They need you more than ever. Make a gift. Pick up your phone, donate online, text to give. Support the businesses that are raising funds in your community. Because when you give, you're not just purchasing equipment. You're giving parents hope, you're giving doctors precision, you're giving kids their futures back. Join us, give generously, and help us ensure that every child in Newfoundland and Labrador receives the very best care right here at home.
And I'm here now with my good friend Becky. Becky, are you having as much fun as I am here today?
I am. Did you not just see me like throwing marshmallows?
I did. I was kind of jealous, to be honest with you, because I was kind of hungry, but you know, I'll take it.
I know. I couldn't even catch one in my mouth, so.
But we're here today because we want to show our thank yous. So throughout the show, we want to recognize some of the incredible people who help make all of this possible. So big thank you to Grant Thornton, Provincial Airlines, the Janeway and NTV set design team, the team from Bell Alliant, Billy Cudmore from CTV, T-Force Final Mile Courier, Janeway Telethon social media influencers, and the one and only Becky from the Hub.
Becky from the Hub. I like that. Well, and of course, our kids, our volunteers, everybody that puts this telethon off, which, isn't just this weekend. There's a lot of work that goes into this.
So true.
A lot of time, and I mean, keeping us all in line here today to tell us when to get on the air. So a big
Hi,
shout out to
Austin.
them. What were you going to say?
I said, hi, Austin.
Hi, Austin. But one of those special volunteers, Lori, was Adrian Angel, a longtime volunteer who recently passed away. For more than 25 years, Adrian organized the spectacular volunteers from Canada Post who looked after all the pledges that came in for the telethon. So we are remembering Adrian.
Yes, that's amazing. So families across Newfoundland and Labrador hope to never have to use the Janeway, but when you do, it's the only thing that matters. So your donation helps families in their most difficult moments. So thank you very much from all of us here. And with that, we're going to show you to some presentations.
This is 4-year-old Lauren Sr. Lauren has been visiting the Janeway since she was just 3 weeks old, and she still goes back every 3 months for checkups. To help support the Janeway, Lauren held a cupcake fundraiser and received donations from family and friends. Thanks to everyone's kindness and support, Lauren raised an amazing total of $1,300. Miranda Shea was a very special little girl from Point May on the Burin Peninsula. Miranda had a condition called spinal muscular atrophy and sadly passed away in 2013 when she was just 5 years old. To honor Miranda's memory, her mom, Magdalene, started the Miranda Shea Memorial Fund. Sadly, in 2020, both of Miranda's parents, Magdalene and Mike, also passed away. Today, Miranda's friends and family continue to raise money and support the Janeway in her memory. This year, they held several fundraisers, including 50-50 Draw, a cornhole tournament, and a cold plate fundraiser. They would like to send a huge thank you to everyone who helped and supported this special cause. They hope that they can count on your support again next year, because this project means so much to all of them.
We're here in the Janeway in an inpatient unit now, and we're joined with this lovely family, Victoria, Avery, and little Leo, who just had a first birthday last week, I hear. So we just want to ask you guys just a little bit about what your Janeway journey has been like so far.
Yeah, so it started a year ago. He was born here in the Janeway, and he did require a big surgery his first day of life. He was born with cystic fibrosis and had a bowel blockage, and his bowels actually ruptured. And so Dr. Hodder and Dr. Price and Dr. Akhtar, performed a life-saving surgery on him. And then we spent about a month in the NICU. And after about a month, he was diagnosed with a form of liver disease and required another surgery, and then had a big stay in the PICU, and then up here where we are today on surgery and medicine floor. And we've been, here for more than half of his life. We didn't get out until September of last year, so spent the smoky summer here in the Janeway, and then have been back multiple times like we are here now again. So lots of time in the Janeway for little Leo.
Well, little Leo looks like he's really enjoying himself here with his puffin toy, and he has the most beautiful big blue eyes I've ever seen. Victoria, can you tell me a little bit about what the support of the staff and the doctors and nurses at the Janeway has meant to you and your family?
They've been amazing to us. Everything from rocking him while I put on laundry to really advanced procedures that we're lucky that Newfoundland can offer. What do you think? Do you want tsunami? But they've been amazing from the medical side as well as just personal. We've been so lucky. He loves the nurses, and they've made him quite personable. Everywhere he goes, he wants to meet people and chat and kiss. And everyone always comments how friendly he is, but I think it's just from the Janeway staff. Really.
You're so silly, Leo. All the little babies today, they love the microphone. Maybe you have a career ahead of you. Just finally, Avery, I'll just ask you, what is it that Leo loves to do?
Oh, he loves reading and loves walking. He's almost walking independently now. And I don't know, just loves being home when he gets the opportunity to be home. So.
Stand up. We thank you guys so much for chatting with us today and showing just another story of how the Janeway Children's Hospital really just helps our kids in times of need. And we're going to keep those donations coming.
It's Jamarama celebration time. Jamarama is a Janeway Foundation signature event in October. As you can see, we got some PJs on the stage. It's a special day to show your support for the kids at the Janeway who don't get a change out of their PJs for days, weeks, or even longer. We're here with special guests, Shelley Sullivan, Public and Government Affairs Manager with ExxonMobil Canada, and Jamarama's ambassadors, Ashton and Logan. They actually brought a hacky sack. I've seen them playing out in the hall at the Janeway. Maybe you can do a trick for us? Sure. It's going to be real impressive. 3, 2, 1. Whoa, there you go. Thank you for that. Shelley, can you tell us why ExxonMobil became the presenting sponsor for Jamarama?
At ExxonMobil, we really place a strong emphasis on health and wellness and just caring for the communities that we live and work in. And that means ensuring children all across Newfoundland and Labrador, like Ashton and Logan, they receive the best care possible. And Jamarama is such a great way to show support for children that often spend days in pajamas in their hospital, as you boys probably know. So we're really proud and supporter.
That's amazing. And I understand Ashton and Logan are friends and happen to be at the Janeway at the same time. Ashton, how did the Janeway help you?
The Janeway helped me by giving me the medicine and skills I need to manage my diabetes.
Amazing, thank you. And Logan, tell us about your Janeway journey.
When I was born, I had a brain bleed and couldn't breathe. The Janeway helped me get better. When I was 8, I developed a neurological movement disorder. The Janeway helps me with that too.
Amazing. You guys are such good speakers. We're so happy to have you. Thank you, everyone, and for being here. And thank you for that awesome trick with the hacky sack. Next, we're going to hear from one of our top Jamarama fundraisers in Gander.
And here we are right now with representatives from Gander Academy, and we're celebrating Jamarama and all things about wearing your pajamas to school. Gander Academy was top fundraiser in this category now for 2 years in a row, which I think is absolutely awesome. So why participate in Jamarama?
It's important for the kids in our school to be able to personally connect with the kids at the Janeway. We all know that the pajamas make us feel comfy, make us have a positive spin on it, and we want them to realize that going to have these experiences at the Janeway doesn't always have to be a negative thing. It's you know, they're going to get answers, they're going to meet lots of beautiful people, and just to make the connections with the kids that have went in and out the doors of the Janeway.
So Gander Academy being a fairly large primary school, a lot of students would have been affected by the Janeway?
Absolutely, and until we started having those discussions, we didn't really realize the, you know, from the checkups for ears and eyes to full-on surgeries, we've had all, you know, from one extreme to the other, and it's just being proud of those stories and being able to share them in safe spaces and being able to talk about it. It's been a lot of conversation starters, and we've learned a lot about our kids through this opportunity.
Now, how do you motivate kids to get involved in fundraising for the Janeway?
I mean, our school community and our kids are phenomenal. Any means of fundraising or giving back to any type of organization comes very naturally to our school community. However, when the kids can actually talk about and when they see the videos of the Janeway and be like, oh my gosh, I was there, I seen that doctor, I seen that nurse, it just really, really motivates them to do so, you know, and it really it's a no-brainer. And I mean, a little trophy and a little motivation to go with it certainly helps, and I mean, they're just so proud to do it. And we had the opportunity to make a video last year, so we're hoping to keep on that momentum so that our school is showcased for all the wonderful work that we do to support such a wonderful cause, right?
Now, is it a hard sell trying to convince kids to wear their pajamas to school?
Absolutely not. And I mean, it's just having that comfortable feeling, and that's the feeling that we're trying to portray with the kids and with anything hard that they have to go through in their lives. It's just trying to make it as as much of a positive experience when sometimes they go in leading into something when it might not be such a positive thing, right? So, but they love wearing their pajamas, they love talking about their stories, and they love donating, and they come up so excited to hand us over money or say that they've donated online, so it's awesome, and we hope to keep it going.
Truly inspirational. Let's talk to the other schools out there that are not involved. How do you motivate other schools to get involved in this?
Well, I think if they just spoke to their school community and their staff and students, they would see that most of their staff and students and community are heartfully affected by the Janeway and all they do. I think it's a wonderful learning experience for our children to have that superpower of donating and making awareness for the Janeway. They are directly affected, so I think it's important to show them the qualities of being generous, giving back, a feeling of being proud of what they've done, and show them at a very young age they can make a difference.
And I think you've really motivated these. Let's just see how well you've motivated them. Kids, I'm going to count to 3, and I want you in your loudest voices to say, donating is your superpower. Look at the camera on 1, 2, 3.
Donating is your superpower!
There you heard it from them. Donating is your superpower. Let's make those dollars count. Let's truly make a difference.
Hi again, I'm Shelley Sullivan with ExxonMobil Canada, and I'm here with our 2 Janeway ambassadors, Ashton and Logan. And we have 2 more special guests up here with us that were the top fundraisers in their categories.
Welcome, Milestone Early Learning Center on Park Avenue in Mount Pearl. Why did you fundraise for Jamarama?
We work with children every day, and we work with children every day, and we couldn't think of better cause to fundraise for, as a lot of our children use services here at the Janeway, from speech language to OT to the developmental team. So we also decided to do it this year because our friend Emmy's little brother was currently in the hospital receiving services. So we put a little bit of extra effort into it this year, and was one of the top teams.
Welcome, Miles. Bridget, why did Marianne's Convenience fundraise for Jamarama?
Well, we believe that the children are the future and they deserve every opportunity at one. So if we draw a bond together, we can go above and beyond, we can provide that for you guys. And in general, giving is kindness, and if we all come together and in October everyone joins the Jamarama, we can actually provide a better future for everyone.
And here's another top fundraiser in Central.
Shelley's Home Daycare was a top fundraiser in the daycare category this year. Her home daycare has been participating in the Jamarama every single year. And with me, of course, is Shelley herself. So, Shelley, why did your home daycare participate in the Janeway Telethon this year?
Because sharing is caring, and we want to do our best to help and show that we care by donating.
And, of course, kids to you are truly important people?
They are my life.
Now, what do you say to other daycares and businesses that you want to get involved in a fundraiser like Jamarama and the Janeway and all that?
Well, every child matters, so do your best so that we can keep them healthy.
And you're going for the award again next year?
I'm not sure.
Of course.
If I don't retire.
Of course. No, we never, ever retire. Of course, we would be remiss if we didn't hear from the kids themselves. Now, kids, I want you in your loudest voices to tell me exactly what the world needs to hear right now. I'm going to count you in on 3, and then I want you to absolutely belt it out of you. 1, 2, 3. And there you have it. Donating is your superpower. Get involved. Let's make this the best year yet for the Janeway Telethon. Let's make number 42 the best one ever, and let's make the total rise higher than it ever has before. Back to you.
We'd also like to say thank you to another key sponsor for the Jamarama fundraiser, Stantec. Your support is vital to the success of our campaign as well.
And also thank you to the Grocery Foundation and our NTV, our Jamarama media sponsor. Raise money, wear PJs, help kids. See you in the fall.
And back to Gander with another top fundraiser.
Welcome back to the Children's Miracle Network Janeway Telethon. We're here with Smallwood Academy from Gambo that received the top fundraising prize per capita in their category. And representing the school is this kindergarten class that won this school's fundraising challenge. So we're here with teacher Krista Warren. So Krista, tell us, why did your school participate in Jamarama?
I think one of the main reasons is that, even in our own school, we have a handful of kids that have had to go to the Janeway for different reasons. And really, anyways, especially in a small community, someone is touched by someone who's been there. So it's really a very meaningful and important place to donate to. And also, too, like in a K-12 school, we do focus a lot on social responsibility. So it's just a way for us to give back to a place that gives in a big, big way to families and to children that really need it.
And what would you say to schools that maybe aren't participating in the Janeway Jammer? Like, should they? What would you recommend?
I think it's just a great. I definitely think everyone should be involved with it. I think it's a great opportunity for the kids just to kind of talk about it. And I remember when we started talking about it too. In my class, I've had a few students who've had to go to the Janeway this past summer, and so it just gave them an opportunity to kind of tell their stories to their friends. And some are aware of it and some aren't. So it's just a great way for them to connect. But again, when you talk to anybody, it's somebody, everyone knows somebody who has been there. So it's really an easy way to get people excited about it, and people are always willing to give to something that is so meaningful and has such a big impact.
So it sounds like it's not hard to motivate the students in the school to get involved.
No, it's not. And when we do it, like we do it for Jamarama Day, and of course all kids love wearing their pajamas, and we kind of make a big event of it. I know in the past we've done like big movies in the gym, so it's a great way to get kids excited. It's a really easy way to get kids excited. And of course everyone loves wearing their pajamas.
Amazing. Okay, well kids, we have a saying ready. Are you ready to share that donating is your superpower? That's right. Thank you so much. Donating is your superpower. That's great.
You're watching the Janeway Telethon on NTV. I'm Jesse Sterling. We have some very important guests with us today. What is your name?
Isla Anderson.
And you are?
Krista.
And we also have?
Lauren Howell.
Lauren Howell. Look at these creations you've made. Tell me a little bit about these creations.
These are fire chickens, and they are made to start bonfires.
And this is so fantastic. It's your second year you've done this.
Nice.
No, it's your first. You have 2 checks to present, and Rosie's going to find out more about these beautiful checks you have.
What did you do to raise the money today, guys, for this today?
So we basically had an activity at Destination RV, and a bunch of people came, and they got to make their own fire chicken. And there was a donation box, and people donated.
Wow, unbelievable. And why do you guys have 2 donations today?
We have 2 donations because one is from my birthday party and one is from Destination RV.
Now, how cool is that?
Wow.
To donate her birthday money? My gosh, that's wonderful.
If
well,
that doesn't inspire you, nothing
right?
will. The
Exactly.
children are our future. Let's go.
I know. Guys, well, without further ado, let's see what you got there. Flip it on over. $410 and $486. Wow. That's amazing, guys. That's really incredible. And it's donations like this from kids. You guys are really an inspiration. Thank you so much, guys. We're going over to Bailey and Abby now.
Welcome back to the social media desk with Bailey and Abby here. One of my favorite things about the Telethon weekend is hearing from families who have their own stories about the Janeway.
Me too. We've been reading your stories here at the social media desk.
And every one of these stories reminds us why the Janeway is so important.
Let's share a few more with you now.
So we're going to start with a special donation that we're going to recognize here. So the Grocery Foundation. Tonight we're proud to recognize the incredible support of the Atlantic Grocery Foundation, a charitable organization dedicated to supporting the mental and nutritional well-being of children and youth across Atlantic Canada. Now in its 27th year, the foundation continues to make a tremendous impact through its annual Grocery Gala. And this year they are generously donating support to the Janeway Telethon with a remarkable donation of $75,000.
Wow.
That's amazing, isn't it, Abby?
Yes.
Well, thank you so much to the Grocery Foundation. Now some other stories from families who have their own stories about the Janeway. Isaiah Penny King. Isaiah, who looks so sweet in this little photo, such a little baby there, was diagnosed with rare metabolic disorder after birth and became critically ill. At just 6 days old, he was airlifted from the Janeway to Sick Kids Hospital. He began treatment immediately and continues to be followed by the metabolic and genetics team, along with other specialists. The quick action and expert care he received at the Janeway helped save his life. What a wonderful story. Hey, Abby.
Yes.
And I love this photo right here of Cooper Skird. Cooper was born at 34 weeks with bowel atresia. He spent 184 days, wow, imagine that, almost half of the first year of his life in hospital and underwent 3 surgeries. At 3 days old, Cooper lost 40 centimeters of his small bowel in surgery. While his journey continues, we're grateful to now be home together. The care Cooper received from the NICU and surgical teams was extraordinary, and the staff became our family. So just look at that smile. That's why people are donating to help kids just like Cooper that we're seeing right here. Right, Abby?
Thank you to everyone who shared their stories with us.
And your stories are a powerful reminder of the impact donations make for Janeway kids and their families.
Let's head over to the Kids Corner.
Welcome back to the Janeway Kids Corner.
It's time for some Children's Miracle Network trivia. Since you both are champions, I'll be the host. Put your clipboards down. Question 1, Xavier. How many hospitals are part of the Children's Miracle Network?
Is it 170 hospitals?
Question 2, Carly. What percentage of funds raised by local stores stays in Newfoundland and Labrador?
100% stays local.
Question 3, Xavier. True or false? Big companies get a tax receipt for the money they collect from customers.
That's false. Money doesn't get taxed if it's fundraised.
Right, and corporate gifts and matches are tax deductible, but fundraiser money is not. But anyone who helps fundraise for kids is amazing. Question 4, Carly, true or false? The Janeway has lots of equipment they don't need that is stored away.
False.
Right, the Janeway serves babies to full-grown teens, so they need multiple sizes of everything. The staff needs to be ready for any size patient to come through the door with any condition. I hope they wouldn't try to put me in a crib. Alrighty, folks, looks like we're out of time for trivia. I guess it's a tie. Our next performers are part of the Solera Youth Voices, a choir program that brings young people together through music, focused on education, expression, and accessibility. Solera helps singers of all experience levels learn, grow, and perform. Please welcome Solera Youth Voices.
And the ocean cries.
Well, welcome back to the phone bank. We are here for our reveal of our big total. And joining me right now is Lori Lydia Lovelace and Miracle Kid Raymond. Raymond, how are you doing?
Good.
Good. I told him to use his big boy voice, so he found it. Well, I'm going to tell everyone a little bit about you, Raymond, if that's okay.
Okay.
So early ultrasound imaging determined Raymond would need extra support from the moment he arrived. Born with a collapsed lung with only 25% kidney function, Raymond's journey hasn't always been easy.
And thanks to donations from this very event, Raymond, our buddy, had proper supports at the Janeway, and now you are thriving, right? Yeah.
Raymond, let's also dig a little bit deeper. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Maybe you've got a favorite soccer team, favorite car. What's your favorite soccer team?
Arsenal or Real Madrid.
Ooh. Real Madrid, I could agree on that one. What about your favorite car?
Lamborghini.
And blue Lamborghini, right?
Yeah. Watch out, Mom and Dad.
All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to look and see what the totals are. So Raymond, we want you to help us with that. Are you ready to do that? Can you put your hands up there? Okay, and now Becky and I are going to, okay, ready?
Ooh.
1, 2, 3.
Go! Look back here, look back.
Whoa! 338,241.24 cents. Incredible. Thank you all so much for this, and we'll be right back.
You're watching the Janeway Telethon, live on Canada's Superstation, NTV.
It takes experts,
The right equipment.
and people that show up when it matters most.
Because being a kid is hard sometimes.
Every day, families across Newfoundland and Labrador rely on the Janeway for special care.
That's why we need you. Donate today and help Janeway kids like me.
Now, how much energy and how much fun is this in the room here, Becky?
So much fun, so much fun. Raymond's having a ball, I think, too.
Are you having fun, Raymond?
I don't know.
You don't know? I think you're having fun. I'm having fun, and I'm so excited to be here at the telephone bank, and I'm also excited to be here with my friend Becky, who I don't get to see that much because Becky came here from the West Coast, where she's our reporter, to help out with the telethon today, and I'm here excited to be here with Raymond and hear about some stories here, which leads me into that we are now in the Costco corporate hour. We may only have one Costco warehouse, but they make a big impact on the Janeway kids through their annual Children's Miracle Network campaign.
Now, just behind me here, we've got 16 employees on the phone bank right now. So just giving you a little look of those beautiful employees right there.
You see those name tags.
All of those Costco employees who put up with us coming through to get our food and other essentials. But we're thanking Costco. You know, they're continuing to support. If you've been in Costco recently, you'll see this little guy right here. His face is on posters. And if you've also been there recently, you've heard bells being shaken, and that's for donations for the Janeway Telethon.
Now, Raymond, what do you think when you see pictures of yourself up when you go to Costco?
I feel great.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? And what do you think about the bells at Costco? Tell me about that.
It's loud.
It's loud. Now, I'm also told that you might have some stories about Sunny Bear. Who is Sunny Bear?
The bear from the Janeway.
Yeah, and tell me a bit about Sunny Bear. When did you get to meet Sunny Bear?
Costco.
At Costco. That's great. So even Sunny Bear shops at Costco. So maybe some of these employees here have had the chance to see Sunny Bear and Raymond. And so how great is that the Costco is supporting the Janeway?
Great.
That is great. Awesome. Thank you so much, Raymond.
Every dollar, of course, raised at local retailers and donated to the telethon actually supports people like Raymond and the many kids at the Janeway.
So let's take a look at Raymond's story.
we went for the ultrasound and discovered there was an issue with his ureters, which are the tubes that go from the kidneys to the bladder. He had excessive ureters, and that caused reflux into the kidneys, which caused irreparable damage.
So ultrasound imaging is critical for monitoring babies during pregnancy and identifying concerns early. As clinical guidelines evolve and imaging becomes more frequent in high-risk pregnancies, ensuring that we have the right advanced technology is essential for guiding our team for what a baby might need the moment they arrive.
Raymond was born a little bit early, and Allison was induced, but everything went pretty normally. He did come out, however, with a collapsed lung. So he was in the NICU for about a week, and he was actually born at 25% kidney function.
After he was born, he wouldn't eat. He wouldn't feed well. I mean, kidney disease aside, the biggest concern for me anyway was getting him to eat and grow. And he was so much smaller than all the other kids his age.
He, at about a year and a half, ended up having to have a G-tube put into his stomach because he was classed as a failure to thrive. I think the moment when it kind of all came crashing down, we took him in for regular blood work, and his potassium was ridiculously high. But the nephrologist happened to be in town at that time and said, like, you know, we're going to have to bring him up to IWK for a peritoneal dialysis catheter to be inserted. And hooking him up to dialysis, they immediately put him on a transplant list. Luckily, children are at the top of that transplant list.
I don't think he realized how sick he was. Or maybe we didn't either.
It was at that moment that I realized just how close we had actually come to losing him.
And then go. Good job.
By March, he was back to school, we were back to work, watched very closely by the Janeway, and things have been good. He's done well, his kidney functions well, he's growing, he's a normal kid.
So Raymond continues to be followed really regularly here at the Janeway by a number of different programs. We follow him for lab work and just general growth monitoring to make sure he's healthy. We want him to stay healthy so he can do all the fun stuff that he wants to do.
He can do whatever. He can do anything. He's a big ball of energy, very outgoing, very big personality. Not like me at all. Kind of like him.
We're really proud of Raymond. He has been a trooper the entire time. He's a phenomenal kid, and couldn't be more proud of how well he handles medical stuff, but also just everyday life. And the staff at the Janeway, they're great. They're phenomenal.
They make such a big deal about him when he comes in.
They really make him feel like he's not a patient, but a person. There's not a single person in that building who doesn't just treat him like a human being and not a number on a clipboard.
Thanks for everything, Janeway.
Hello and welcome to the Janeway Children's Hospital. Well, I am joined by Dr. Archana Shah, and we're here in the emergency department. And before we get started talking a little bit about exactly where we are and what you folks do, can you tell us a little bit about some of the items in this room that have actually been funded by the foundation?
Absolutely. So in the back, you have our C-arm, and that's actually used for when we see kids that have broken bones. And if we have the ability to reset it here, then that helps us able to get them quicker, faster emergency care. And then here we have our trauma bed. It's a striker bed. And the coolest thing about this is that we can actually get the weight of a child or a youth if they come in an unfortunate situation. Then it's one less step for us to be able to give them the right medications based off of their weight.
Can you first now tell us just a little bit about what you do at a specialized pediatric emergency department?
Absolutely. So when people think about an emergency department, we normally think about kids that need specialized care for injuries or for emergent or urgent cases. And that is true. So we do see a lot of kids who have some form of trauma, whether it be a fall or a bike injury or a car accident or a burn or a drowning. But we also see babies with fevers, newborn babies who aren't feeding well. We see kids who have trouble breathing. We see kids who have had seizures or allergic reactions. But we are also seeing a lot more children with mental health crisis, behavioral crises, as well as a whole new population of new Canadians who don't know where to go to access healthcare and have significant health concerns as well. So we see everything from well children with no family doctor or primary care to the sickest of the sick. And one of the things that, makes us a dedicated pediatric emergency department is that we are specialized in seeing children, babies, and youth. So we have child-size equipment. Our medications are child-based with the dosing and child-friendly. We have staff, so nurses and physicians who are specialized in pediatric emergency care, who have trained for years to be able to provide this specialized care. But it's also the building and the rooms. They are child-friendly. We see people at the most scariest points or the worst days of their lives, and one of our jobs is to make sure that that child feels safe in a very distressing scenario. We want them to feel safe and that we are going to look after them.
Just quickly, I know a lot of families this time of year probably think as the weather is getting better, their children are headed outside. Do you have any quick tips to maybe keep families maybe away from the emergency department?
Yeah, absolutely. So, part of an emergency department, especially PEDS emergency department, is we're great at treating, but we're also about prevention. Injury prevention is huge. So we want to see our kids out, enjoying the sun, getting moving, and taking advantage of whatever short summer we have. So sun safety, make sure you've got your sunscreen, your sun hats, your protective gear, as well as drinking lots of water. On the more serious note, if you have a child and they're into water sports, whether it be at the pond, the lake, or open oceans, please make sure that you've got your life jackets, but also that you are having your eyes on them, direct supervision. And then for the moving activities, like going on your bicycles, your e-scooters, your ATVs, your quads, your motorized motorbikes, although we don't approve of all of those, please look at the protective gear, because even the helmets make a difference. But a bicycle helmet is meant for a pedal bike. It's not meant for an e-scooter that goes much faster. So when you are looking into these types of activities, try and think about what will keep my child the safest. We want them to have fun, and there are so many good ways and safe ways to keep them safe.
Dr. Shaw, I want to thank you so much for joining us and for giving us that insight and a little bit of information and tips to keep kids safe this summer. And now we, of course, want to keep those donations coming in and help to get all the equipment that's needed here, especially in the emergency department at the Janeway. So we're going to throw it back to the phone bank.
Hi, welcome back to the Janeway Telethon. I'm with a very, very special person here today. His name is Tyler Collett. Tyler, this is his 12th year fundraising for the Janeway Foundation, and apparently it's your favorite day of the year, is it, Tyler?
It sure is.
Now tell me, Tyler, why is it you look forward to the telethons every year?
I look forward to it every year because it's to help sick children and children like me feel better.
That's awesome, Tyler. That's really awesome. And what is it you did to raise the money?
Well, to help raise the money, I had a little help from my family and friends who helped me to contribute. And on top of that, I also talked to the president of RE/MAX, and I convinced him that he would give me $1,000 to give to the Janeway.
Now you hear that? That's amazing, Tyler. Good for you. Flip it on over and see what we got here from you.
Before I say that,
oh yes.
In the past 11 years, I have raised over $12,000 to date. And
wow.
This year, I have raised
$700. $20. Wow. Tyler, you must love this, do you?
I sure do.
Oh my gosh, what an incredible inspiration you are. And thank you so much for all your hard work and your family's help. And guys, listen, we want these phones ringing. I mean, Tyler worked so hard. Everybody's working so hard to raise money. You can be a superhero too. Call the number 777-4502 or 1-855-777-4502 or to donate $20. You can text Janeway at 45678. Tyler, thank you so much for your continued support. And I'm going to bring it over to Bailey and Abby at the social media desk.
Thanks so much, Rosie. We love hearing about these donations that are coming in, and we also love to hear these stories that we're hearing on social media. We know that every Janeway story is unique, and we've loved seeing these incredible stories and some of these incredible photos, don't we, Abby?
Yes.
And so we're seeing this from families across the province, and we want to keep seeing those come in. So if you have a Janeway story that you'd like to share, we really want you to send that in to us. You can do that by either tagging Janeway Foundation on social media or by emailing janewayfoundation@gmail.com.
For now, let's check out some more of your stories.
Absolutely, I'm excited. So, Eleanor Pittman. Eleanor was born with trisomy 21 duodenum stenosis and other complications which resulted in an ostomy. She is now 20 months old, and further investigation has led to Hirschsprung's disease. She already had to undergo 2 major surgeries with the possibility of more. She will be back and forth to the Janeway until she's 18 years old. The Janeway will always be a special part of our lives because of the care our little girl has received in just 20 months and will continue to need. We know she is in good hands, and we're thankful every day for everyone at the Janeway. What a wonderful story, and that just shows how much time people really do spend at the Janeway, doesn't it, Abby? From
Yes,
20
it
months old
does.
until she's 18 years old. Now, James Hanrahan. James was born with Hirschsprung disease, so same as we just heard another story about, but wasn't diagnosed until he was 4.5 years old. He's had many surgeries and procedures done by Dr. Price. James now has a G-tube in his abdomen, which has played a vital role in maintaining his well-being. James turns 18 in August, so this is our last year at the Janeway before heading to adult world, which we're not ready for. Thank you for the Janeway for all your help and saving my boy. What a lovely story. That one gave me chills. And Riley Mercer. Riley Mercer is a 17-year-old boy from Tilton with autism. When Riley was born, he spent his first week or so in the Janeway. He still visits the Janeway regularly and loves watching the Janeway Telethon. He makes sure to donate every year. And as we've been talking about this hashtag donating is your superpower. So what a great story. Thank you so much to Riley, who keeps donating.
Thanks for sharing your stories with us.
And we know when a child is sick, the whole family is affected. That's why the Janeway cares for parents and caregivers too, through education, counseling, and support. And your donations tonight and throughout this weekend is what makes that possible.
Next up, over to Gander for more Janeway stories.
So we're joined here in Gander with Janeway kid, Susie Mills. So hi, Susie.
Hi.
Susie, did you want to share what the Janeway means to you and how you ended up at the Janeway?
So it means a lot to me, and also how I had to go to the Janeway. So it started off school. One line is like pickup line, and the other one is bus line. And I was bus, and I accidentally I walked to the pickup. And a teacher said, are you pickup? And I didn't answer back. So she took me back to my classroom and asked some questions. I didn't respond. So then I think they called the ambulances, and the ambulances came. And then I went to the hospital. Couldn't remember what anything happened. And then a few months later, I had to go to the Janeway, and my doctor is a neuro, I forget what it's called, but it's something, and he said that I'm diagnosed with epilepsy.
Wow, so that must have been really scary. So why is the Janeway important to you now, and to see your classmates also raise money and help support this cause?
It means very much to me, and I'm happy that my class in the school very supports me and other kids at the Janeway.
Amazing. Susie, thank you so much for sharing your story.
to Studio 107, where the Janeway Telethon is happening, one of locations, sorry. And I'm joined with Don Kotick, who just arrived in Newfoundland, his first time in Newfoundland, actually. He is the president of RE/MAX Canada. Don, thank you so much for joining us here today.
Oh, my pleasure. It's wonderful to be here. I've never been here before. This is my first time to Newfoundland. I've always wanted to come here, and I can tell you when I landed, there's a different energy, a different feel about being in Newfoundland. So it's just amazing to be here, and like I said, it's one thing off my bucket list.
Oh, that's awesome. As a long-standing supporter of the Children's Miracle Network, Don, tell us why RE/MAX Canada continues to support.
Well, RE/MAX is part of the RE/MAX culture. Is obviously there's the element of giving back, but we're really tied into the Children's Miracle Network. Last year we raised $5.1 million across the country. And as you heard earlier, Tyler, who just left, managed to get me to donate $1,000, and so he's thrilled right now. But honestly, it's something that's part of the culture of RE/MAX, and we love to give back, and there's no better charity than giving back to the children.
Absolutely.
Don, when you meet families at the hospital, ambassadors, what impacts do their stories have on you and RE/MAX?
You know what? I actually was fortunate. I went down to Orlando for the Children's Miracle Network annual event, and it was amazing meeting the miracle children, meeting the champions, and honestly, you just see how amazing these kids are, and they're our future. And you know what? It's like I said, it's so important to our broker owners and managers and agents to give back. And so I ended up giving $1,000 because of Tyler, but I put a challenge out to all the realtors across the country, to donate and, open that wallet if you're a realtor, if you're involved in the real estate industry, and, support this wonderful charity.
Oh,
you certainly accepted the challenge.
That's great. I hope everybody listens to this guy and donates. Don, thank you so much for your generosity. The people of this province, I'm sure, are very grateful for you, and enjoy the rest of your stay.
Well, looking forward to it, and great meeting you all, and thanks for having me here tonight.
And guys, we want you to continue to donate. Oh, we've got more cowbells. We love to hear that.
We're going to send it over to the Kids Corner now.
Welcome back to the Janeway Kids Corner. We have some special presentations to share with you.
As we continue tonight's telethon, we'd like to recognize the incredible support of LEDCOR. Through its LEDCOR Cares program, LEDCOR and its employees continue to invest in children's healthcare across North America. Their employee giving campaign and corporate matching program help raise significant funds. This year's donation is $14,000. Thank you, LEDCOR.
The Broderick family from Cottlesville started fundraising for the Janeway 10 years ago. Hunter, Angel, and Gabriel and their parents, Doug and Judy, are grateful for the Janeway, and they wanted to give back. They want to thank everyone who supported their fundraising this past year. Special thanks to our friends at Midway Store in Catalina, who are supporting the Janeway once again by donating 10% of all sales from this weekend to the Janeway. Big thanks to the owner, management, and staff for their continued support.
Coming to us from St. Lawrence are our friends at Canada Floor Spa. Thanks to dedication of their employees and a company match, they've raised an incredible $1,260 for this year's Janeway Telethon. Thank you to everyone at Canada Floor Spa for supporting Janeway's children and families.
Thank you to everyone who supports this year's telethon. That's all for now, but we'll be back soon.
You're watching the Janeway Telethon on NTV. I'm Jesse Sterling. We have more really cool guests in the studio with us. Who are we talking to today?
So this is Eleanor.
Hello, Eleanor, looking swell-anor, being a little shy, of course.
A little bit.
And you are?
Raylyn.
Hi, Raylyn. Thanks for being here. And you are?
Scarlett.
What a beautiful smile. Wow, we're so happy to have you. So this is my friend Becky, and she's going to ask you a question. You ready? Okay.
Can you tell us what makes this cause so important?
Do you want to know what? Say when I was little.
When I was little.
I was at the Janeway.
I was at the Janeway.
For a long time.
For a long time.
Good job.
Are you thankful for the Janeway? Is there anyone you'd like to say a special thank you to?
Say to all the nurses and doctors.
Nurses and doctors.
The nurses and doctors. And they are what makes the Janeway Telethon so special. Am I correct?
Yes.
Now, we're going to flip this check.
Let's see how much money they've raised.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Way to go. Total Care Nursing in the Home, $3,000. Big one. Not messing around. Great job. Thank you so much for your time to raise all that money, for your beautiful energy you brought into our studio. Now we're going to join our friends back at the Janeway.
Well, welcome back to the Janeway Children's Hospital, and we are joined by some incredible Janeway staff here this evening. First, I'll get you to introduce yourselves and tell us, what you do for work here.
Hi, my name is Leanne Newhook. I'm a pediatrician at the Janeway, and I'm also the medical lead for the Strategic Health Network.
Incredible. Thanks for joining us. And how about yourself?
Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm the director for the Child Health Strategic Health Network.
So Sarah, I'll ask you this first question then. Can you just tell us a little bit about the Strategic Health Network and what it is?
Yeah, sure. So a Strategic Health Network is an interprofessional group that work collaboratively to identify any gaps in our system, address any challenges, and also implement evidence-informed best practices. So for the Child Health Strategic Health Network, there's staff from the Janeway as well as other areas of the province, other health zones. Also, we partner with other groups that are interested in the overall well-being of children, such as the Department of Community Health and Community Services, Memorial University, of course the Janeway Foundation are part of the network. So really a driver within our health system to ensure that pediatric services are high quality and evidence informed.
So important. And Dr. Newhook, what impact will it have on children across Newfoundland and Labrador?
Well, I think it's good that we're looking at child health from a provincial lens, and included in the network are representatives from each of the hospitals that provide pediatric health care. And part of it is to create connections and relationships with the healthcare workers who work at each of these hospitals to see what can we do to improve things for them, and also, just look at strategic priorities for child health on a provincial level.
Well, it's all really important into making sure that our children are safe and as healthy as can be. Thank you so much for that.
Initiatives like this are helping shape the future of pediatric healthcare in Newfoundland and Labrador. Donate today and help ensure Janeway children have access to the best possible care now and for generations to come. I think that's so important, for generations to come. Hospitals can be scary for kids. I'm sure you guys see that all the time with your patients coming in. But with the right spaces, care teams, and support funded by you, they become places where childhood can continue even during a hospital stay. Here's a look into what makes the Janeway so special.
Pediatric care starts with the right tools, life-saving equipment, advanced technologies, and specialized teams who work with children every day. Donor support helps make that possible, but caring for children is about more than medicine alone. It's also about helping children feel safe, understood, and supported while they receive that care. And that's where something simple but powerful comes in. Play.
With therapeutic recreation, play is the core of everything we do. Through arts, games, and physical activity, children can express their feelings with the words they may not have, while also building communication, coordination, and problem-solving skills. To us, this is therapy. To children, it's just being a kid and having fun.
But at the Janeway, play is more than just fun. It's patient-centered care.
So in occupational therapy, we say that play is the main occupation of childhood, or it's the job of a child.
For us, occupation's anything you do to occupy your time. It's what's important to you. And we really utilize play here in our therapy. It's how children perceive the world. It's how they are motivated to move, motivated to reach, to handle things, to engage with things. It's how they learn. It's how they explore.
For a child, a hospital can feel overwhelming. New people, new spaces, new experiences. Play helps ensure that children are calm and receptive to the care they are receiving. Through equipment and imagination, children can explore what's happening around them.
May I have your attention, please? Hobbs, please go to J4 Medicine. Hobbs, please go to J4 Medicine.
In pediatric care, we care for children anywhere from babies to teenage years, and each child has a different way of understanding. Sometimes we have to be a little creative in how we explain medical procedures and about medical equipment in a way to make it more familiar and how the kid can relate to that item. For example, a doll with a feeding tube. It demonstrates what the tube looks like, and it makes the experience less intimidating for the child and their families.
Play doesn't just make hospital visits easier for kids. It's part of what makes children's health care different. When children feel calm and engaged, their anxiety is reduced. Tests are easier to complete. Treatments are less stressful.
In medical imaging, working with children comes with unique challenges. It takes the right equipment and special environment to get the information we need. From the under the seat theme at our CT scanner to the much needed MRI goggles, to reduce sedation and increase patient comfort, we can keep our children calm and get them back to being kids.
Supporting play means creating spaces where children feel comfortable from the moment they arrive. Through the Janeway Foundation's beautification projects, areas throughout the hospital are being transformed with calming colors, welcoming artwork, and child-friendly designs. These thoughtful spaces help create a warm and welcoming environment, reduce stress for young patients and their families, and allow children to focus on healing.
When kids come into the cardiology clinic, it's, in most cases, kids are going to be having a number of investigations done as part of their care. And so if they can come into the clinic in a cool and comfortable fashion and they're relaxed, then it just helps us obtain more reliable imaging, for example, on their echocardiograms or tracings on their ECGs to help us make the best decisions we can for them as a team moving forward with their care.
Play helps make that possible. At the Janeway, play isn't separate from care. It's part of healing. And thanks to your donations, children facing some of life's hardest moments can still find the courage to be brave.
Thank you for helping kids like us be brave.
Welcome back to the Janeway Kids Corner. Did you know there are over 100,000 patient visits at the Janeway every year?
That's a lot of visits for just one hospital.
It's a good thing we have specialized children's hospitals dedicated for caring for kids.
It sure is. I don't think I'd be allowed to practice my tests on my doll anywhere else.
I remember the gaming system was brought right to your room so we could have some fun. That only happens here.
Or the therapy dog, Hobbs. He's the cutest.
Hey guys, did you hear that? It is almost time for the miracle match.
Our friends at EC Boone Limited are back once again this year with another generous miracle match in support of the Janeway.
For more than 30 years, EC Boone has been an incredible partner to the Janeway Foundation, providing both in-kind support and financial contributes that have helped make a lasting difference for children and families across Newfoundland and Labrador.
Thank you, EC Boone, for your generosity and important role you continue to play in supporting Janeway kids year after year.
It's time to double your impact for the Janeway kids like us.
We can do this. Let's go. Over to Jesse and Matt in the phone bank.
Hey, I'm Jesse Sterling. This is Matt. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thanks. How are you?
I'm nervous. Our clock is going to start for the EC Boone Miracle Match. This is where they will match $5,000 if you donate at home.
Come on.
So we don't want to strike out. We don't want to hear silence behind us.
No.
We want to hear lots of phones ringing. We want to hear lots of cowbells and want to get really silly. But at first, I want to do one little point that's very serious and very near to and dear to my heart, which is mental health. And it's so refreshing and it's so great to see the Janeway branching out more and more into mental health treatments as well. And we were commenting, we saw that great piece about just how they're making the Janeway itself look cooler and more friendly and more inviting for the kids.
Definitely. Did a really nice job of that. All the little stuff on the walls and all the stuff they have, it's great. So
makes it less scary for the kids to go in and makes it more friendly. And you've had experience there yourself with your child, so you're first-hand experiencer of how great the Janeway is and how great the staff is.
Just on his checkups and stuff. He's only 2, so going in there and it's like everyone is nice and the environment. It's like their part of it feels like a bit of a playground, which is great. So
that's as it should be, welcoming. And hey, we promised a little bit of silly, so that was our serious and very important note. Well, please donate. Now, what do you have in terms of silly going on?
When they asked me to do this, they said, "Do you have any material you can do on NTV in broad daylight?" And I said, "No, I don't." So they said, "Do you want to come?" And I said, "Do what?" And they said, "I don't know." So here we are. This is a nightcap.
Oh,
this is my last segment.
Oh, no. That was just a marshmallow with hot sauce on it. So.
Oh.
Yeah, that looks brutal. Now I'm going to do something that's high risk, high reward. This is either going to make me look like such a dork or very cool and coordinated. The last time I juggled, I'm getting desperate here. Last time I juggled was the Bishop's College High School Talent Show in 1987. So let me see if I still remember how to do this. I don't know. Oh, come on, baby.
Not bad at all.
Well,
why'd you stop? We still got 30 seconds to kill. Well, there you go. Give it up.
Oh, my gosh. The highlight of my juggling career right here, ladies and gentlemen. We want you to donate. Text Janeway to 45678, or here's the number, 709-777-4502, 1-855-777-4502. Donate.
Yeah, and give it up for all our volunteers. Almost all of them are working very hard.
Yeah,
that guy is watching television. I saw. It looks like he's working, but
one guy is playing video games at his
and that's his right
station right there. All right, how are we doing today? Have you gotten many calls so far?
Yes.
What was your biggest donation so far today?
$650.
Heck yeah! So you got a cowbell. You got one of the cowbells.
Yes, love that.
How's your experience going today?
It's been going excellent. My very first caller donated $7,000.
Come on!
$7,000.
You're our good luck charm. Right on. You want to meet some people around you?
I would love to. She is playing solitaire, unfortunately, but hopefully someone else is doing some real work around here. This is good. I'm very proud. I don't work for NTV, so I can say this. If you don't donate to the Janeway Telethon, I think you should be in prison. I think you should be. My mouth is so hot. I'm sweating.
You went in. You were like, you did not
did.
fake the hot bite. You slathered that marshmallow in it.
I haven't thought a single thought on air. This is quite moving.
Let's go. Whatever it takes to get the donations in, right?
100%.
And big thank you to EC Boone, too, because they are matching dollar for dollar. Anyone that calls in and donates right now, maybe you've been waiting all day. This is your time to donate because that dollar will be matched.
Yes, and you're late, I would say. I would say that you're late. Got it? Let's go.
That's what we're waiting for. We love to hear that. We love to hear that. How are we doing with the clock? How are we doing with our, 4, 3, you got one last chance, 2, 1, and
there you go. Thank you, everybody.
Match. Hey, that was good working with you, brother.
Thanks for having me, very much.
Looking forward to seeing your show later this week coming up. You and Mary Walsh. And now we're going to visit some of our friends back at the Janeway.
Well, Kathleen, we've been having so much fun here at the Janeway, and I guess we need to start donating so we don't go to prison, like Matt just said.
I want to go to prison. I wouldn't survive prison.
They had me cracking up over here, so we've been having some laughs watching Jesse and Matt Wright just now. But, back to the task at hand. From the emergency room to the operating room, donor support provides modern equipment that helps staff to act quickly and safely with confidence to provide the best health care possible for Newfoundland and Labrador children.
Kids like 17-year-old Alex Taylor, who's an Irish Newfoundland folk musician and dedicated volunteer. 4 years ago, he was diagnosed with a heart condition and received care from Dr. Bremner, who we heard from earlier, Dr. Connors, and the incredible team at the Janeway.
Thanks to a successful surgery, Alex is now doing great, and he's sharing his love of music, and now he'll be performing his original tune, Tease and Jig. Here's Alex Taylor.
Headed out around the bay with the southwest gale on a summer's day. So I met the skipper, said, well, what's the plan? Then it's to the dock as fast as we can. Now it's August time when the fish don't bite, but there's a feeling in the air that might be right. Watch the rocks and the trees pass by over the ocean under sunny skies. So tease, tease, tease and jig as we search for fish around the rig. Tease and jig and we might catch something big. So we're cruising at a simple speed, looking at others trying to get a read. See if anyone is catching a fish, and to get a few big ones would be my wish. So we stop on the water, throw a line off the side, but it caught on the bottom, sure I nearly cried. So we pull and tug, we try to go around, see if we can get me safe and sound. So tease, tease, tease and jig as we search for fish around the rig. Tease and jig and we might catch something big. But patience is key and the scenery's good. With the time on our hands we surely could save the line and maybe get a few fish richer to make us all set. Now by and by we get her unstuck and reel her in, and it's just my luck. As she's coming up through the way, something else goes and hits it astray. So tease, tease, tease and jig as we search for fish around the rig. Tease and jig and we might catch something big. And when she yaws in, I say to the skipper, seeing that I think it's time that we take our kippers. And he says, yes, boy, that's a nice old find. Salmon out here will do us best kind. So we take a few turns at a couple different spots, and eventually we wrap up our luck with a fair few fishes, and with that said, we head back for a fire around the shed. So tease, tease, tease and jig as we search for fish around the rig. Tease and jig and we might catch something big. Yes, tease, tease, tease and jig as we search for fish around the rig. Tease and jig and we might catch something big. Well, we might catch something big. Thank you.
It's been a wonderful day here on the social media desk, hasn't it, Abby?
Yes, it has.
And here on the social media desk, we've been seeing stories and hearing stories from families and communities all across Newfoundland and Labrador.
We've loved sharing your Janeway stories. We have time for a couple more.
And while we're looking at a couple more stories here, Abby, we want to remind people too that, we want to see more of these stories coming in. We have all day tomorrow too here. There'll be people here on the social media desk talking about some of these wonderful stories, like this one here of Remington Caravan. Remington was born with a bilateral cleft lip and cleft palate. After birth, he was cared for in the NICU. We still have a long road ahead as we navigate feeding challenges, surgeries, treatments, and countless appointments. Without the Janeway, Remington would not be thriving the way he is today. That's such great news.
Yes,
what a sweet photo. Now, look how sweet that photo is. Connor Jordan. Connor has a rare genetic disorder, Pallister-Hall syndrome, along with other medical conditions requiring lifelong treatment. As a mother of two, adjusting to this was overwhelming, not knowing if he would survive while having a 2-year-old at home missing his mother and brother. The nurses were incredible, rocking him, feeding him, singing to him, and even climbing into his crib at times to comfort him.
That's so nice.
It is, isn't it? And Cassidy Hines. Cassidy and her brother Cooper have both been seen by the cardiology team since birth because of their mom's heart condition. Cassidy was admitted to the ICU and later had her tonsils and adenoids removed. Dr. Redmond made her feel comfortable while dealing with anxiety. Cassidy continues to see cardiology and ENT, and Dr. Bremner has cared for her for the past 10 years, always making sure her heart is doing well and being just a phone call away. So we'll be back here again. That's just a few stories, but we'll see lots more of these stories all day tomorrow here on the social media desk. More stories, more special guests, and more opportunities to support Janeway kids.
Before we go, here's an important message from the Janeway.
I'm the director of the Janeway Children's Health and Rehabilitation Center, and I'm responsible for overseeing all of the services that we provide here, from the NICU to the operating rooms to our community-based programming and the Children's Rehabilitation Center for all of the children of this province. I oversee a team of dedicated staff and physicians who make sure that our tiniest patients get the care that they need every day. Every year, to prepare for the telethon, our team of physicians and staff come forward with a list of things that they need to provide the most advanced care possible to the children of this province. This year, we're focusing in on the emergency department, diagnostic imaging, as well as our operating rooms, to fundraise for pieces of equipment that we need to make sure that we're able to provide the most up-to-date care possible to the children of the province. We can't do that without your generous donations and support, and we can't thank you enough for what you bring to the healthcare for children of this province.
Welcome back to the Janeway Kids Corner. We have some more presentations to share.
All the way from Happy Valley Goose Bay is the team from Tarrington Co-op. They're back with another generous gift for this year's telethon. Thank you for always being there for our province's sick and injured kids.
Since 2014, Newfoundland and Labrador's forestry community has come together in Corner Brook for the Log a Load for Kids Curling Fun Spiel in support of the Janeway. This year, the event raised an incredible $7,289 to help Janeway children and families. Thank you to everyone who continues to support this special tradition and the Janeway.
Genoa Design International employees come together each year to support the Janeway through their employee giving program, showing the power of teamwork and community spirit. This year, they raised $7,500 in support of the Janeway children and families. What an amazing accomplishment.
This is our last visit to the Janeway Kids Corner this evening.
Stay tuned for this hour's big total, and thank you for tuning in to the Janeway Telethon.
I'll see you back here tomorrow. Sweet dreams, and over to Corner Brook.
Welcome back to Corner Brook at the beautiful City Hall here in our atrium, where we have our broadcast from the West Coast area. And we are, of course, doing all this weekend for the children of our province. And here's an example of one of the children that we're doing these things for. This is Jace Manuel, and Neela is his mom. And we just want to find out Jace's story about what his condition is, and just a brief history of what's been happening with him and his connection with the Janeway.
So Jace, when he was born, he was having some issues, some breathing issues. And he ended up in the nursery in the hospital here in Corner Brook. When he was in the nursery, they discovered that he had a heart murmur. So a few days after that, he ended up getting flown out to the Janeway to see cardiology. And we ended up staying out at the Janeway for a little over a week. And while we were out there, he seen cardiology. He ended up having an echo done on his heart and seeing a dietitian. he was having some issues gaining weight. So after we were seeing the dietitian and cardiology, we ended up getting him stable enough to go home. And we had to travel back out to the Janeway every month or two for the first little while when he was born. And they continued checking up on him and following us from home, calling and checking in, making sure he was okay. And we still go out and see them now to this day for routine checkups.
This has been quite a journey because he's 3 now. This actually started when he was just before he was 2 weeks old.
It did, yeah. So we've been traveling out there now for 3 years.
I'm just looking here now. Okay, he likes his little stuffy and likes the pad.
Yes, he loves his tablet that Nan got him for Christmas. Yeah.
Well, he seems like he's a nice, healthy, active little boy. I know there's a lot of things that you have to keep an eye on, but at this stage right now, just briefly, what is his situation? How is he doing?
Right now, he's doing really well. You would never say that he had any health conditions. He's growing normally. He's caught up to where he's supposed to be. When he was a few months old, we discovered that he also had an eye condition called Brown syndrome. And we got referred back out to the Janeway to see ophthalmology. And so now we continue to see them as well when we see cardiology, when we travel out.
So just in that brief synopsis of what this young man has gone through, obviously it tells me, and I'm sure it tells you too, that what we're doing here with this telethon is for Jace's benefit and for the kids of our province. And I think it's something that we definitely should keep supporting, and we hope that you will get your donations in this weekend as we continue on with the telethon.
We're here with Claire Coleman, a participant in the Million Reasons Run and an intern with the Janeway Children's Hospital Foundation. Claire, what has the experience been like taking part in the Million Reasons Run?
Honestly, it's been a great experience. I've done it now 3 years with my 2 younger sisters. I always drag them into it. And honestly, like every year we have so much fun. It's such like a simple fundraiser idea. You just pick how many kilometers you want to run and your fundraising goal, and then you do it. And you know, it's a perfect example of like simple fundraisers going a very long way.
And Claire, if anyone out there was thinking about signing up for the next run, what would you say to them?
I would say definitely do it. I mean, like, there's nothing really to lose. It's free of cost. You can actually win lots of fun prizes while you participate. So you can win like free t-shirts and hoodies once you reach your fundraising goals. It also encourages you to, get active. And then the most important thing is supporting Janeway kids and their family who really, rely on these types of donations.
And that's exactly what you guys did. So let's flip over that check now and see how much you raised. $39,101. That's incredible.
So this is on behalf of all the participants of the Million Reasons Run. So shout out to everyone who ran this year.
Well, thank you so much. And again, like you said, shout out to everyone who took part in this race. And now we're going to take a look in at what's going on in Labrador.
It's been an incredible evening here in Labrador West. We are so honored and so grateful to be hosting this telethon, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, how's it going? We are back and we are live on the air at 107 Studios. You're watching the Janeway Telethon on NTV. And Rosie, we have some friends in from Costco.
Yes, we have. Actually, we have a big contingent from Costco. Jesse, this whole front row are employees of Costco, as well as some in the back. Sherry, I understand you rallied all these people to get together. That's awesome.
Nicely done.
So
Nicely
Costco
done.
continues to be a huge supporter of the Janeway children and families through its partnership with the Children's Miracle Network Hospitals. Every May during Miracle Month, the Costco employees and the community come together.
That's right. Yeah, always giving back to the community. And I'd like to get your name really quick.
Rachel.
And how was this money raised, Rachel?
From the generosity of our fabulous members at Costco.
Fantastic. I'm going to shuffle over here, talk to this gentleman. Your name is?
I'm Hugh.
And tell me why the Janeway is important to Costco.
The Janeway is just important because it's all about the children. We love children, and we have to give back to the community.
That's it. It is.
All
about the kids, all about Newfoundlanders and Labradorians taking care of each other. You are going to be really excited with this check, discovery, and turnover right now. So let's go. 3, 2, 1. Pitter patter. Let's get at her. We're talking $111,000.
Wow.
Let's go, Costco.
Thank you,
Nicely
Costco.
done.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, what a moment. That's been the highlight of the whole first day so far. Good job, Costco. Good job, you out there watching, donating, and we're on to Gander now.
Day one of the Janeway Telethon is coming to a close here in Gander, but we'll be back again tomorrow for another day of inspirational stories and community generosity.
At the Janeway, care goes beyond medicine. It's about comfort, education, and family. And your support helps make that full circle of care possible.
Donor support for equipment like the point-of-care ultrasound program ensures that every child receives the fastest and safest care possible. It is an investment that touches countless families during their hardest of days.
Thank you so much for joining us here in Gander, and don't forget, it's never too late to donate.
And keep those donations going. We'll see you again tomorrow.
And we are getting very close to the end of the 42nd annual Janeway Telethon. I'm joined right now with the CEO and President, Rebecca Dutton. Hi. Thank you so much for putting this amazing telethon off for the 42nd year. I mean, that's just crazy.
It is. It's wild. It's amazing. It's been going really well so far. First, I want to say a huge thank you to Ian and Janessa and the whole rest of the Janeway Foundation team that puts this together every year, along with our incredible volunteers, and Jordan Thomas and Lindsay Andrews and the whole team at NTV that makes this possible. Our friends at Upstream, who produce all of the content that you see throughout the weekend. Really, really remarkable team that makes this all possible.
And you have a remarkable team, Rebecca. Everybody that works at the Janeway, I think some people forget, how much work actually goes into the Janeway Telethon, but what actually happens at the Janeway, and everything from a child being born, who, the nurses and doctors that take care of them, all the way until the child actually is born, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
So what are you looking forward to most this weekend? Do you have of course you have a goal, but do you have a personal goal?
Oh, well, it would be incredible to see us surpass last year. So last year we hit about 2.84, if I remember correctly. But you know what? We're a little bit down tonight. So we need to get these phones ringing, and we need everyone out there to tell your friends, tell your family. It's a beautiful day here in the metro region, and I think that's probably keeping some people out of the house, and maybe tomorrow a little bit overcast, so hopefully we'll see a lot busier phone lines and a lot more online giving tomorrow, so that we can hopefully maybe get up to the 3 million mark tomorrow.
I've never prayed for rain more than right now, other than this past summer.
Telethon weekend, we always hope for rain.
So if people wanted to, get involved with the Janeway Telethon, how can they do that?
Visit janewayfoundation.nf.ca. There's lots of information on there. Give our office a call at any point. But for the next 24 hours, we're asking people to go online and donate, or call in and donate.
Well, thank you so much, Rebecca, and thanks again for putting off another wonderful Janeway Telethon.
Thank you so much, and we'll see you again tomorrow.
And I think we're going to send it over to the Janeway right now to hear from Beth and Kathleen.
Welcome back to the Janeway. We've been having a super evening talking to patients and children and their families.
And you're looking extra super. And it was really interesting when you were just putting on this cape. One of our camera operators, Glenn Andrews, behind the camera here, just told us that it was actually 10 years ago that two volunteers on the Burin Peninsula, in Burin and in Clarenville, I believe, Kate Mayo and Jocelyn Banfield, actually donated and made this cape. So really incredible story behind everything here at the Janeway.
And I just love it. I think it's quickly becoming a tradition that I always sign off in the Cape. So we'll see you again in the Cape next year. Tune in. It's not next year yet, though. We still have a whole day to fundraise and to donate. So tune in tomorrow and get your donations ready. We have a big goal to reach this year, and kids and families across our province are counting on each and every one of us to do our part.
So make sure you tune in at noon tomorrow when we start all of this over again. And remember, when we support children's health care, we're investing in the future and in the future of this province. Every single adult watching this was once a child, and many of us have been helped along the way from the Janeway. So signing off.
To infinity and beyond.
To infinity and beyond, exactly. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, and keep those donations coming starting at noon tomorrow. Thanks so much.
To all the people out there who donate to the Janeway and make all this possible,
I would just say a huge thank you.
With your contributions, we've been able to secure very specialized equipment to help deliver care that our children deserve. For your support over the years, we thank you.
Hi, I'm Jesse Sterling, and as we're winding down day one of the Janeway Telethon on NTV, a big thank you has to go to you, the viewer. None of this happens without you, so we appreciate everyone who watched, and we appreciate everyone who donated. It's not too late to donate. You text Janeway to 45678. That donates $20, and the number is 709-777-4502. On behalf of the Sterling family, owners and operators of NTV and Oz FM, sincere thank you. This is what the province does best, taking care of each other here in Newfoundland and Labrador. And we have some very special guests with us here today.
Yes, we have Ashton and Logan. Guys, you were patients at the hospital, at the Janeway Hospital. I understand you guys got up to some fun activities, did you?
Yes.
Tell us all about the fun you guys had.
We had a lot of fun. One of my favorite things that we did is when me and Logan, and my other friend, we found these little cars and we rode them around. It was a lot of fun.
Yes.
Super cool.
We found these
Little toy carts for toddlers, and me and Ashton and our friends, we were just riding around the hospital.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, it's an inviting place. It's a fun place. It doesn't have to be a scary hospital.
And the nurses and doctors are so nice there, aren't they? Yeah.
And so tell us a little bit about, we're getting ready now to press this button in front of us, which is a big part of the end of the night here tonight. But before we do that, tell us what you guys do for fun now.
We play soccer? Yes. We play a lot of soccer. It's a lot of fun, and hanging out with our friends is a lot of fun as well.
Yeah.
And what would you say to people about why it's important to donate to the Janeway?
To help kids in need like us.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the Janeway, how have they helped you guys?
Oh, so much. So much.
Yeah, absolutely.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it was really nice. I mean, there's still time to make these phones ring, guys. I mean, everybody's waiting for a call. So the number is there, 777-4502 or 1-855-777-4502, or to donate $20. Text Janeway at 4578. 45678.
So now do we get to do the total?
We do.
Is it grand reveal
You guys
time?
can press it together.
You have the honor. You can press it together.
So
Let me do a quick countdown.
Yep.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Here we go. Hope it's a big number. It is.
$559,563.33. Unbelievable.
Big total.
Big total
Yes.
indeed. Guys, what a day we've had here. It's unbelievable. All these volunteers and all the staff here, it's just incredible what happens to make an event like this come together, Jesse.
Absolutely. The dozens of very talented people behind the cameras you don't get to see working, who gave their whole day and their whole weekend and weeks of preparation. Thank you to them. Thank you to the viewers. Thank you to the kids and the volunteers.
And we do it all again tomorrow.
Let's do it again tomorrow.
Are you excited to see us do it again tomorrow?
Yes, very much so.
What do you want to say to people out there?
Thank you for donating.
And maybe donate some more.
Yeah. Always time. You always got tomorrow.
That's right. Always tomorrow, guys. Thank you so much.
Thanks for watching, and we will see you back on NTV tomorrow for day 2 of the 2026 Janeway Telethon on NTV, our sister station Oz FM. You can watch around the world on ntv.ca or download the app and watch on NTV Plus, a free app now. So, so many ways to watch NTV, and most importantly, at this weekend, to support the kids from the Janeway.
It was great to see you again, Jesse. Great to see you.
Wonderful working. We'll do it all again tomorrow. And thanks, kids. Congratulations. Thanks for bringing in such a great total.
You're welcome.
All right.
All right, goodbye out there, everyone. Thanks a lot.